following content may contain strong language, controversial opinions, raw conversations, and high levels of accountability. This channel covers business, culture, economics, current events, and real-world commentary. If you're easily offended, this may not be the stream for you. Viewer discretion is advised.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Sweet.
Right. You gotta get it. Get the button for that. All right. And need a commercial insurance for your semi-truck, box truck, trucking business. There's a link and a phone number in the description below for Log Rock up for renewal, looking for a more affordable solution for your trucking business. There's a link and a phone number in the description below for Log Rock. Partner to the channel. Come on in, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications. All right. Let's see what we got going on here, man. Shout out to Kelvin in the building representing the MGM gang. Shout out to Shark Life, Bobby L's representing the MGM gang, representing Dayton. Shout out to Roger Lacey representing the MGM gang, representing Cincinnati. So we got two people in here from Ohio. Shout out to Valise representing the MGM gang. Shout out to James representing the MGM gang. Said keep that old school. Yeah, I didn't feel like old school today. James, I didn't feel like old school today, man. It's a different feeling today. It's a different feeling. You dig what I'm saying? It's a different feeling today. So we didn't feel old school today. Shout out to Sharks World representing the moderator gang. Shout out to CDL Shorty in the building, listening while on the road. Shout out to CDL building. All right, so today is a call-in show. We ain't streamed in man, maybe about a week and a half. About a week and a half. Let's turn the phone lines on. So it's only right we do a call-in show. You dig? Give me a second. You know, when I be having these long breaks, you know, I be kind of thrown off. I don't be knowing what's what. All right, so let's turn the phone on. And then let's remove that. Let's put the phone number up there. All right, phone number up, call-in show. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification. Lot has happened probably since the last time I came live. What was the last live? About a week and a half ago, I think the last live was with Mike Lowry. Very interesting live stream, to say the least. Very interesting. Wasn't expected. Haven't heard from Mike Lowry in about 2 years, so it was very, I don't know. It's just, you know, when you do content and, you know, you come across different people, right, over the course of the years as you become more and more tenured in this space, people going to come and people going to go, right? Some people going to come into the business and they're going to succeed. Some people going to come into the business. They're not going to succeed. Some people going to come in. They're going to have a short run. And then whatever the case may be, you know, people, it's like a revolving door. And normally when people exit, it's very rare that you hear back from them when they no longer watch this type of content because it no longer interests them. There's people that have exited, you know, that were part of that pandemic group that have exited but still watch the channel because they get other value from the channel, where it may be business, you know, value, maybe some entertainment value, maybe just, you know, learning from other people's mistakes, value there. But for the most part, when people exit this industry, they have no more interest in this content. So I didn't know he was still watching from the rafters, which I appreciate. But the conversation, it kind of took a left turn, and it is what it is. Hopefully he got some type of value from that conversation. You know, when these young guys call up, man, I don't want to hear that goofy shit. I ain't finna hold you. I don't want to hear that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? If the shit goofy, I ain't the type of motherfucker that's gonna sit there and be like, I'm gonna be like, man, that shit goofy. That shit don't even make no sense what you talking about. And yeah, he's the type of guy that he want to go back and forth. So I went back and forth with him. You dig what I'm saying? But shout out to Mike Lowry. You dig what I'm saying? If you still watching Mike Lowry, I'll fuck with you. I'll fuck with you, Mike Lowry. You dig? Shout out to Frank Sinatra in the building. What else is going on out here in the world since the last time we streamed? We still got Nolan Wales. That shit just keep I don't know. It's like that shit keep taking all types of twists and turns, ain't it? What else is going on out here in the world since the last time we streamed? Y'all tell me in the chat while we waiting for somebody to call. Tell me in the chat while we waiting for somebody to call in, man. Phone number is up, 312-772-5483. Like always, every time I cut the phone on, I see a bunch of missed calls, bunch of voicemails. Like, yo, if I'm not streaming, then this phone line is off. Like, this is not like a phone. Let's see, somebody called the other day. Somebody left a voicemail at 11:57 the other night. Like, yo, if I'm not streaming, then this phone ain't on. Like, you can't just call. If you watching a replay of this, don't think like you gonna call and I'm gonna magically answer the phone. That's just not what it is. What is this? Yeah, so what is this guy talking about in this voicemail?
Hey, Mark. So you're never going to answer. I don't think you're ever going to let white people in the shows. Yeah. All right, brother. I see how it is.
Somebody calls and says, so you're never going to answer because the phone ain't on. It's not like a phone that's on my hip or in my pocket. It's an internet phone. When I do the call-in show, I click turn phone on. Number, call number. When I'm done with the show, turn phone off. If I'm sitting here at the computer and the phone isn't on, it's going to go to voicemail. Like, what makes you think that even if it was a hip phone, let's say it was a hip phone, what makes you think that you could just call me? You dig what I'm saying? Like, what makes you think you could just call me and I'm going to answer for you? You calling me all times in the middle of the night. Same reason I don't do mentorship or never will. This is the exact reason why I would never do that shit. Because you watch the replay of a show and you call a number, and then when you don't get a response, you keep calling. The reason why he's saying this in the voicemail, I guess you're never going to answer, is because look how many times he called. He's just calling. Now imagine if I had a mentorship and I charged you. You just gonna call me because now I'm obligated. I'm not even obligated to you blowing this shit down. And then you're leaving voicemail. So I guess you're never gonna answer. Like, we in a relationship or something, bro. I don't know you. Are you leaving me these crazy voicemails?
Hey, Mark. So you're never going to answer. I don't think you're ever going to let white people in the show.
Do y'all be thinking I'll be just capping and this is just theatrics and... No, this is be real. This is like, no. Like, how many times are you gonna call me? What is another voicemail from this guy?
Hey, Mark, it's Anthony, OTR driver. Just want to have a couple words. Can you give me a call back?
Not calling you back. What are you talking about? Why would I call you back? You gotta wait till the show is live, call the number, and we kick it. I'm not calling you back. You don't have to call 1,000 times and leave 1,000 voicemails. Right, what you think this is? Another one. What the fuck?
Hey, Mark, it's Anthony with Geo Logistics. I have a few questions about becoming an owner operator. You can get back to me.
Hey Mark, can you please have a call? Hey Mark, can you please have a call?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Hey Mark, wanted to call you and discuss the cargo van business, starting from the scratch.
Why, buddy? Hey, buddy, why you whispering when you calling me and shit? Don't whisper when you call me, nigga. I'm a man. Fuck are you whispering and shit for him, Mark? I don't like why you trying to sound sexy and shit for it, man. Come on, bro. Don't call me trying to sound seductive and shit. You can call me like a man. Mark, what up? But matter of fact, don't call me at all. Unless you see me live right now talking with the number on the screen saying call, don't call. If you don't see me live saying call, then don't call. But if you do call, because you hard-headed and you can't understand this shit, don't sound like that. Don't sound like that. Don't do that. Don't sound like this.
Hey Mark.
Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. You gotta have some man in you. Mark, what up? Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. What? Nah. What time did this motherfucker call me? Okay, 4:30. If it would have been after 10, then I'd have been like, oh no, man. Oh no. We would have you did what I'm saying. You hit nah, man. Go on somewhere with that shit, pimp. Go on somewhere with that, man. You watching a replay and you see a number come up on, and like you just think you gonna call me. I was like, yeah, this is Mark. Like, hey, Mark, can you help me out? Like, I just ain't got shit else better than going. You know what I'm saying? Like, read the room, family. I don't even stream that much no more. So, like, if I'm not streaming that clear, I don't want to be bothered. Clear, I don't want to be bothered. God damn it. Whispering and shit, man. That shit ain't gonna help. Like I'm gonna hear this voicemail and I'm gonna hear the whisper and shit. Like I'm gonna feel sorry for you or some shit.
Hey Mark.
I'm not gonna feel sorry because you whispering. Like I'm gonna listen to them. Like, damn, this shit sound like, man, let me call him back, bro, and see if I. No. That ain't gonna help the cause. That ain't gonna help the cause, man. All right. What else is going on? While I go through all these missed calls and voicemails and shit in the past week and a half. What else is going on out here in these streets while we waiting for the call? Somebody to call in. I was gonna call. What? What is this nigga talking about? Call. Trying to talk about what?
Hey, what's going on, Mark? I called in yesterday about trying to talk about this truck and stuff, man. I'll call back in. All right.
All right. Well, he got a better voice than the last guy. That's a decent voice when you leave a voicemail, but yeah. Okay. All right. All right. What else is going on, man? 312-772-5483. Little Clipper says the funds low voice. Yeah. I don't know what's up with these guys, man. Shout out to Jamal in the building, man. What's going on? He said something along the race line. What, did he? I didn't catch it. Is he one of them white guys that be coming over here trying to show? One of them white people that be coming over here trying to show?
Hey, Mark. So you're never gonna answer. I don't think you're ever gonna let white people in the shows.
Oh yeah, he did say it. You called it. I didn't catch it. Hold on.
Hey, Mark. So you're never gonna answer. I don't think you're ever gonna let white people in the shows.
Like I know you a white motherfucker. Like I know from your number that you a white motherfucker. Shit. God damn it. If you call in, if you watching right now, call in, I'll talk to your ass. Like, what you think? Like, we scared of white people? Like, we not scared of white people. Did you see what I did last month to a white man on this channel? You must didn't see. We ain't scared of no white people on this channel. You must wasn't privy to the week of Juneteenth. Listen, we did something astronomical the week of Juneteenth on this channel. It ain't been the same since. That motherfucker ain't did a live stream, I don't think, since. He ain't got nothing against no white people. As long as you come over here and you fall in line. See, if you fall in line, you good. The moment you step out of line, I'm gonna just stay in line. If you get out of line, we gonna line you up. You dig what I'm saying? I didn't catch that. That's a good ear, James. I didn't catch that part. That's a good ear. I didn't catch that part. Yeah, I didn't catch it. That's a good ear. Good ear, James. Good ear. Because I didn't catch it. You caught it. That's a good ear. See, they upset. They just 312-772-5483. Call in show. You dig? Call in show. It always, I noticed like last month, people was calling in as soon as the show, but now we got to wait. I guess we going back to the way the shit used to work. We got to wait 20, 30 minutes for the first call. And then once the first person called, then everybody want to start calling all at the same time and shit. And then when I'm getting ready to end, the people who was scared, then they get mad. Well, man, Mark, I've been calling, but I was on the phone. You should have called in first. Now I've been on the phone for 2-3 hours. It's time to go. Like, I can't sit here and talk all night. Be the first person. So you see, I don't rush people. It's first come, first serve. It don't matter how long. It's not like I put a timer on you. If I was talking to Mike Lowry for like 2 hours last week. I've had 4-hour conversation. I think Lou Jackson, we talked for 4 hours. So it's first come, first serve, man. First come, first serve. We ain't putting no time limit on it, goddamn it. Just call. You want to wait for somebody else to call before you call. 312-772-5483. What else is going on out here in the world while we waiting for somebody to call in? What else is going on out here in the world? Nolan Wells owns. We don't know about all that. What's going on out here in these trucking streets? Any new beefs or anything I should know about? I ain't been paying attention. CDL Shorty, CDL Shorty, you in the chat, you can call in. What you got going on? Shit, somebody call him off. What else is going on? Let me see what's hot in the news. What's hot in the news? Three 312-772-5483. Mm-mm-mm. Mark, remember you told old boy about wrapping the mattress because of a bad buzz, bro. There is a viral video floating around with a black mover arguing with a YouTube woman on why he can't take the mattress. Somebody send it to me in the Discord or email it to me. Somebody said maybe you scared them away. Scared who away? How you scare somebody away? Let's see who this is, bro, because I don't even like your name. I don't even like your handle. Let's see who this is. Give me a second. See who this is right here. Give me a second. Stand by. William. Mr. W.T. William. Let me help you to understand something, Will. Let me help you understand something, Will. You say you a good guy, Will? You probably is a good guy, but let me help you understand that because you a young guy. You a young guy. You look like you about 25, 20, somewhere between 21, 25. You did what I'm saying. Listen. Let's pay attention. If you scared to get free information, there it is. If you scared to have a conversation and if you say some goofy shit, you get held accountable from someone that's more than likely, because the typical demographic that's calling in now is somewhere between 21 and 29, let's say 21, 30. So you call in, you talking to someone that's twice your age, right? More life experience, more wisdom as it pertains to the industry that you're looking to get into. And we have a conversation, you get information, and when you say some shit that's wrong or some shit that's just way left field and I hold you accountable, you scared to hear that and take that constructive criticism, then you just tells the tale right there. So be scared. Makes me know never mind. If you're fearful of a conversation, and then the multitude of people that keep calling in saying, man, Mark, we don't have nobody to talk to. The OGs ain't talking to us. Keep doing what you're doing. And it may be a tough conversation. If that scares you, then man, go to McDonald's or something. Go to Walmart and apply. Go to Target, because what's going to happen there is they're going to tell you what to do. They're going to say, hey, you on the fries today. Don't put too much salt on the fries. And that's cool. But you're not a person, when faced with adversity or, when faced with a problem, can, problem solve, critical think. Like if you can't take harsh criticism, then business ain't for you anyway. So if that's the case, then I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. But I don't think that's the case. You know why? Because when I started testimonials, maybe 3 years ago, or when I first started to experiment with the accountability content, people were saying it then, and then stop people from calling into the show. I just think right now, one, it's a Friday, which is Fridays have historically always been, at least for me, as far as analytic wise, a slower day, right? It's Friday, right? Summertime is always slower in content. So you add them two together. 3, the frequency that I've been streaming is not as frequent. So people are not expecting it versus like in the wintertime when it was cold outside and there wasn't much to do and I was streaming 4 or 5 times a week. You kind of expect, man, Mark gonna come on sometime between 12 and 2. That's 3 or 4, 4 or 5. Lack of notifications. YouTube plays these games as far as notifying people. 5, more people have exited the industry. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, summertime and Fridays are always slower days. So if I were to do this show like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, or maybe even a Thursday, Thursdays are just normally a busier day, I've noticed, then yeah, that's why now you see me do it like more Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I just haven't really had the desire to stream. I've been in the Discord, but the desire to stream, I think after that last stream with Mike Lowry, that was just, that was a lot. That was a lot to deal with, man. I like when you talking to people, you gotta have these types of conversations, man. It doesn't, you're not that intrigued to hurry up and come back and have it. Like I have to mentally prepare myself for whatever, you know what I'm saying, when I do these call-in shows. And I've said this shit since I've been doing call-in shows 3 years ago, because you don't know what you're going to expect, so, I know for sure 9 times out of 10, I'm going to walk away with a headache. I'm going to walk away sometimes confused, like why people think the way they think, but I have to prepare myself going in. I thought about doing it yesterday, but yesterday I just like, man, I don't want to deal with this shit today. I didn't want to deal with it. I had some shit that I thought I was going to end up doing last night that I didn't do, so I didn't want to put myself in that mind frame. Also, when I stream, it puts me behind. I get to the gym later, so it throws my day behind because I don't know what I'm going to expect as far as the calls, right? So sometimes I say, all right, I'm going to get off of here at 4. You've seen it all the time. In my mind, I'm say 4 or 5. I look up, it's 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I'm in a conversation. Now I don't get to the gym late, and my day is thrown off. I probably got a headache. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday was one of them days where I in my mind, I said I was going to do it, but then I said no. So no, I don't think it's that. I just think, the combination of some of the shit that I said earlier. Friday has always been a slow streaming day, but I said, fuck it. I'm still trying to knock out at least one a week. So here you are. And I kind of forced myself to do this one today. So somebody sent me that link of that video though, that who was that? Frank Sinatra was talking about as far as the bed bugs. I like to see that. Maybe react to it. As long as it ain't got shit to do with George. If George is in that video, I don't want to react to it. We not reacting to nothing with George. We ain't react. We gave George too much light. We tried to help George. George still out here, from my understanding, still out here fucking people's shit up. So George he was just happy as far as the recognition and the clout that came along with. He didn't look at it as, yo, let me get this shit together. He was just happy motherfucker was reacting. Nah, bro, we not doing that. He did. We not doing that. So, man, if somebody got that shit in the Discord, man, send this shit to the Discord. I would like to put it in the general chat. Put it in the general chat or email me the link. And then I could pull it up until somebody call in. And we'll take a look at it. Put it in the general channel. Somebody just mentioned me. Where? Sports? Yeah. Shout out to Ben Uzi. Government promoting. Shout out to OTRA. We ain't seen you in a minute. Appreciate you, pimp. Still a member of the MGM gang. You said government promoting veterans to replace illegal truck drivers? For real? That's what's up. That's what's up. Veterans, getting into trucking, that's cool. That's dope. Actually, shout out to SD in the building. What up? Frank Sinatra, somebody send me that video. You said it's gone viral, fooling around with Black Mover, arguing with y'all put YT, I think YouTube, with a white woman on why he can't take the mattress. Somebody send me that. Y'all know what he talking about? Somebody send me that. Shout out to Mr. Sammy in the building. What up? Represent Portland. What's good, Mark? Been watching since a year or two after COVID, taking the info, but about to get these CELs and figure out business on the journey. Love what you put down, though. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Is there anything left you can give to the industry, in your opinion? I think I've given people pretty much A to Z on how to start and how to exit, but now I've kind of evolved into just having conversations, because I see that that's something that is lacking. A lot of people just want to have conversations. I didn't have anybody to talk to when I was getting started. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I'll say I always wish I had. I had to figure things out on my own. But if you pay attention to a lot of these conversations, not to throw shade or salt at anybody, my mindset, versus, let's say, people that are coming in their 20s or maybe early 30s, today's mindset is a little bit different. So a lot of people today, more so probably than previous generations, are just not self-starters. They kind of need mentors and people to hold their hand and people to have conversations with, right? That's not something that you see, right? It's obvious why you don't see it, because I think there's a lack of knowledge as it pertains to this small niche as far as, box trucks. People get mad when I say that, but it is what it is. Listen, don't get mad at the big dog. You dig what I'm saying? I can't help that I was doing this shit before y'all niggas was doing it. It is what it is. You dig what I'm saying? So you still got people that's still trying to figure their way out that's in content. But then again, you got those same people that's also selling products. So even if they, regardless of their tenure, knowledge base, right? If you selling something, whether you're knowledgeable on it or not, you're gonna limit your access because you're trying to sell what you have up here, right? I don't have anything. I don't have a mentorship, so I can sit here and kick it with a person who's 27, 28, who don't have a entrepreneur in their family, or maybe not be a member of a church where there may be a few entrepreneurs in the church that may sit down and help coach and mentor them, and they can have a conversation with. So then that's what I do, because I see that's the void, and I don't mind doing it. So yeah, there's plenty, right? Because everybody's situation is different. When you see these people call up, everybody has a different situation. Everybody's story and journey is different, right? So, me having a conversation, let's say, with Mike Lowry last week, we haven't heard a situation similar to his, right? In totality, versus, let's say, the person who called in, the first caller that called in the last show, which I think was a guy from Atlanta who's doing the car rental thing, right? We had a whole discussion about that the other day in the Discord, right? That's the new trend, right? Which evolved from box trucks to bread trucks to dump trucks. Now the trend of social media, where what you got to do is you got to go to the auction, get some old raggedy ass cars and start a car rental business, right? That's the new thing to do. So we was having this conversation, and he had that conversation, the guy who called in last week before Mike Lowry, and I had to have that conversation with him, right? Versus, let's say, a George. Like, everybody's situation is different. So there's plenty of conversations that are still left to have, because everybody's journey and problems that where they might need advice or help with are going to be different. No, so I think there's plenty to still give. Is the moving? Listen, the phone line is open, bro. I like to have conversations. I don't like to read the chat. It's easier to have a conversation, bro. My reading is good. I want to have the conversation because it flows better. Call in, man. Shit. Is the moving game going to be profitable in 2 years? Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Why? Hello.
Yo, what's going on, Mark?
What up?
Yeah, I'm the guy that asked if the moving game's still going to be good as far as going in 2 years.
Why wouldn't it be?
Man, things change quickly, and you know, a lot of these moving companies, they coming up with different things to make moves easier and smooth. And
Like what?
for instance, I think there's this moving company in Phoenix that has like a big old box that they'll drop off at the customer place, and they'll just put things in, and whenever they're done, they'll come in and pick up that big box of items and just take off like that.
Pods have been in the industry as far as I can remember. That's just a part. That's just a part of moving, but not everybody rents a pod. Pods are primarily for people who are looking for a more affordable solution for cross-country moving. Primarily apartments, smaller studio, one-bedroom apartments. It's just easier to move a studio in a pod versus, you know, hiring, let's say, my company to drive from Chicago to California in a 16-foot truck with a crew for a one-bedroom apartment. That job is going to take a week.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? With the travel there, the travel back, the load and the unload, that's a week. And the cost of a week, right? Versus, hey, you know, moving company come or Pods comes, drop the pod, hire a moving company to load it, Pods picks it up, they bring it back to their facility, they put it on a flatbed with maybe 3 other pods or 4 other pods or 6 other pods, I don't know, going in that direction. Now, you may not get your shit there, you know, expedited, like if you hired a traditional moving company that could load you and head straight there and be there in 4 days.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They're probably going to give you a window of 15 to 30 days, right? But it's going to be at a fraction of the cost than if you hired my company to handle it for you exclusively, right, in a truck. You're sharing the cost going halfway across country with 3, 4, 5 other people that are going in that direction, right? But you're waiting 15 to 30 days, right? And typically for a studio or one bedroom, that's the best affordable solution, right? So that business model has been in the moving industry as far as I can remember. So that's not going to, you know, it's not going to stop the moving industry. Everybody's not going cross country in a pod.
Okay. And considering that it's just a big wave of, you know, people coming in the game, that's one of the worries, because, you know, going on Thumbtack or going on any of these sites to get myself out there, it just seems like if I start in 2 years, it's just going to be a lot of, you know, and I understand that's what business is. You just have to go through the grind and go through the dirt to really get what you need to get. But it just seems like, man, if everybody got a box truck, it's just like I ain't going to really be able to eat.
How come you're not?
You know?
Yeah, the more people are coming into moving now than when I first started content, believe it or not, they was making fun of me. The content creators, they was making fun of me because I'm a moving final mile guy, and Amazon and OTR was popping because of the pandemic and the you know, the infusion of capital into the economy, which caused people to buy things. So the volume was high. So, you know, to novice that were coming in, and this is not to throw, but hindsight is 2020. You know, when I tried to explain this shit 4 years ago, you know, everybody was looking at me crazy. I'm still here talking shit, swallowing spit. Ain't shit changed. You dig what I'm saying with me, but coming in and, you know, I'm like, well, my knowledge and my expertise, right, is in moving and final mile. And it was always frowned upon because it was a lot of heavy lifting and it was a lot of labor. You know what I'm saying? I've always said, well, you know, the more work, more money. I've never been scared. Now, since things have normalized, and you've probably been following the industry, and you've seen what has happened with the whole, trucking industry as it pertains to like OTR. Over the past year, you've seen more people, as far as box trucking, transition into final mile household goods moving. I'd like to say that as far as the household goods moving aspect, I've probably had something to do with that. But a lot of the content that I come across my feed, when I look at these guys ain't gonna last long. As soon as September hits, right? Because this is the most viral I've seen moving since I've been doing content in 4 years. When September hits, moving season is over. So these guys are gonna have to do something, right? And a lot of these guys that I see, when I look at like Buddy, they not gonna last, bro.
Yeah,
they fucking pick
one move
it up. They're not taking it serious, and it's just a hustle, bro. It's just it's something for now. It's a now thing. It's not a longevity thing. So I think, if you come in and you do what you're supposed to do, you listen to guys like me, you can build longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like every industry you go into is going, especially now, because everybody want to be their own boss. You're gonna have us and you're gonna have them. I'm not worried about them. As long as I know what I need and I go out there and I provide a good service, I put out a good product, I'm focused on my business, building my business, I'm not worried about them.
For sure.
They gonna kill themselves.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's why I come in and take their food.
All right, so I'm gonna come in and take their food. We do little things in the Discord. About a month ago, I had Ty call some competition in his market, and I'm listening to what these guys charging. They ripping people off. They charging exorbitant prices. We finna come in there. Why are you charging so much? You don't even have a truck. You see what I'm saying? They robbing people. You dig what I'm saying? They not, nigga, we coming in there, we can cut you by $50 an hour. With a truck. You don't even have a truck. We're gonna put out a better service than you at a fraction of the cost of you and run it up. You taking your money, you tricking it off like Buddy ass at the strip club. You fucking off with the bitch. You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to run it up. I'm MOB. You see what I'm saying? So, man, I wouldn't worry about these fly-by-night guys, bro.
No, for sure. It's just I'm glad you got the just ease that up off me, because that's only been my concern, with just waiting and trying to be on that grind to be able to stack up the money to buy the truck. And, because I like I said, I talked to you like 2 weeks ago, and I kind of gave a little backstory when I used to work at a moving company, and, I know like the right thing to do. And the plan is actually after the 2 years of getting off the road, I'm going to go back to my old moving company just to get back in the flow state and, get a refresher, and then, use that time to shop around and, get a mechanic, like you said, and try to buy. Oh, speaking of trucks, so with a truck, like let's say in the 2 years, I'm stacked up, got the 100K, and I want to buy the truck, but in my mind, I'm thinking I can just put the down payment and make the monthly payments that way.
Bro, buy a truck cash, bro. Like, why y'all think y'all got to buy these 70,000, especially in the moving, you're going to be local. Man, go get you you start with you. Where you at? What city you in?
Dallas.
Man, go get you a 16 or a 20 footer. Somewhere between a 16 and a 20 footer. You could get an 18 footer, a 16 footer, a 20 footer. Start right in there. Start with dorms, studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. Then work your way up. That's what I did. I know some of y'all want to be larger than life. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I think
that's what mom's at it.
And I think that's what fucks a lot of people up. Y'all don't know how to start from humble beginnings and grow. Work with what you got, work with what you can afford, make that shit shake, and then grow from there. A lot of y'all want to start too advanced, and then that becomes the reason why you fail. You see what I'm saying? So I say start with a 16, somewhere between a 16 and 20 footer, and go get you something like 10 grand, bro. Like, bro,
Okay.
you go get you a box truck, 10 grand or less. You know what I'm saying? And run it up. I know some of your favorite people tell you all these
Yeah.
things about, but that's bullshit.
Not
And
for sure.
I
For
can
sure.
prove it. I
For
can
sure.
prove it. It's some 2005s out here that's running better than they 2020s, 2019s, 2017s, 2016s. It all depends on how you take care of the vehicle.
Yeah, for sure. For
And then
sure.
for
And being over in
moving,
Dallas.
it's local. You driving 10 miles, the truck's sitting for 3 hours or 2 hours. You driving 3 miles to unload, it's sitting for an hour and a half. That truck ain't constantly like an OTR guy. You dig what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
driving, you parking. You driving a few miles, you parking. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can start with something very, very, very affordable, bro. You don't have to. Like, if paying a note, no, I wouldn't even. If something you got to pay a note on, I don't do it.
Okay. Yeah,
and I'm just telling you from experience, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. I feel it was just like in my mind I'm thinking, if I paid a note that way I don't have to, pay like 50-some thousand. I can use that to be able to eat whatever it costs that, happens in the long run, and if things go smoothly then I just pay it outright,
Bro,
But I'll
you
definitely
don't need an expensive truck, bro.
You're right. In my mind, I'm thinking 26 foot with the mom's attic.
I wouldn't even get a 26 foot, bro. Okay, what happens if you get a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom? What have you done your market research in Dallas? Do you think you're gonna do more full houses, or you think you're gonna do more apartments? What are you gonna market to?
Yeah, definitely more apartments.
Okay, so if you're doing more apartments, the 26-foot truck is gonna be overkill for most jobs, right?
Facts.
All right, so why would you start with that?
You're right.
That's why I say I recommend start with something from a 16 to a 20-footer. Even if you got a 1-bedroom, you get a 20-footer, you got a 1-bedroom, it's more than enough truck, but it's not overkill. Too much overkill like a 26-footer. You get a 16-footer, you covering dorms, you covering studios, you covering 1-bedrooms, and if you could really pack good and it's an average 2-bedroom, you can put a 2-bedroom in a 16-footer.
Okay.
The company has done it plenty times. Depending on who you got packing. There's just some great packers, there's some okay packers, and there's some trash packers. You know what I'm saying? So packing a truck is an art within itself as it pertains to household goods moving, right? So me, I always recommend people start small and work their way up. So if you know there's more apartments, why would you go get a 26-footer? It's gonna be overkill.
Yeah, you're right. I was I don't know, like I said, back in my old moving company, I'm just going based off everything I did there. So I'm thinking I have to do exactly what they did.
So what was their fleet? What did their fleet consist of?
Like as far as how many trucks they had?
Well, how many trucks and what was the range of truck sizes?
So every truck they had was a 26-foot box truck. They had multiple terminals.
What company did you work for?
Einstein Moving Company.
So was the majority of work local or long distance?
It was a mixture of both. Some will travel to San Antonio, Houston, or out of outskirts of Texas or wherever in Texas.
So when you got that like 1-bedrooms, you would send a 26-foot box truck?
Yep, that's all we had.
See, that's to me. I think that's too much. So like,
you right.
In my market, we're doing way more apartments than houses, right? You move a house. It's like I always say, if I'm building a company, and this is unbeknownst to me then, but I can tell you now, right? So when I was building, I was working from nothing, building up. So it wasn't like I had a me then to tell me what I'm telling you now. It just so happened for me because I had to work with what I had. So me starting with 16-footers after I came out of the pickup truck was just where I could go based on, my knowledge, right? My level of knowledge and just what I had to work with, right?
Mm-hmm.
It worked perfectly. It worked perfectly for me because that's the way it should have been anyway, right?
For sure.
All those 1-bedrooms and studios that I was doing at the beginning, I was moving those people, majority of those people, every single year. And every time I would move a person, they would refer me to another person. Those people's socioeconomic status is like the people they hang with, they're in the same socioeconomic status. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Majority yuppies, people, young urban professionals. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving a 32-year-old, you know, let's say account exec at a marketing firm here in Chicago that works on Wacker Drive and a fucking 60-floor, you know, goddamn skyscraper. There's other account execs that are in her same socioeconomic status that in conversation, lunch, well, man, I got to get prepared for this move and I still haven't booked move. Oh, you know, I just moved last month and these guys were great. Boom. So then that's how your number gets passed. Whoever calling me from the crib, you got to wait till I get off the phone, call me back. And those people, they move more frequently, and the people that they hang and associate with are in their same socioeconomic status. A person in the house, you move them, you probably likely never to see them again. And then the people that they're hanging around are people like them. They're probably not moving; they're already settled. You see what I'm saying? So this is how I was able to build up a huge customer base so very early on within the first 3 years. So it didn't even make sense for me to even get I didn't get a 26-footer until like after I got like my fourth or fifth truck.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, I would prefer to do apartments over houses all day long.
Yeah. More of the quantity.
What y'all think is, and this is, you know, you think bigger house, bigger money. No. To me, smaller apartments, more customer base.
Right.
Bigger footprint.
Wow. Okay.
And then we do the houses in between.
Okay.
You get a house, the truck sits there all day. You do 3 1-bedrooms, or say 2 1-bedrooms and a 2-bedroom on one route. Pretty much the same thing, damn near. Give or take.
With the truck fees.
You know, it could be give or take. The house probably come out maybe about a G, maybe $2,000 more, depending on the material costs and shit like that. But I mean, if you got a 16-footer, let's say a 17-footer, and it does 3 1-bedrooms, right, in a day, average 1-bedroom takes about 2 to 4 hours on average. Let's say each one took 4 hours. That's 12 hours.
Okay.
Let's say at $150 an hour, $150 truck fee. Do the math on that. That's still good money. Yeah, your 26-foot might make more on that same 12 hours because you might add another guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then your material cost is going to, you know, for bigger moves, you're going to charge, you may not bundle it up in a truck fee. You're going to charge material costs, which is fucking, the margins are really, really good.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got more risk too with a bigger house.
Yeah, for sure. They have a lot more nicer things and, you know, bigger equipment. Like, I've definitely been in, you know, those mansions in Dallas, and, you know, they got some expensive shit, the big old mirrors that's connected to the dressers and all.
Yep. You got way more nicer things, just more risk, you know, more wood floors versus carpet or concrete in some of these high rises. These high rises now, they just leave the floor concrete. They might throw some epoxy on it. A lot of these manufactured lofts, they just leave it concrete.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely, you got it.
No, I'm listening.
I was just going to say, for the most part, that 26-foot box truck is just out of there now because for the most part, there's no reason. Because now I'm thinking back to all the apartments we've done, and it was literally just the front that was, you know, and the rest of the back was just empty. So now it's clicking, and like you said, I can, you know, shoot for a 16 or 20, you know. I'm
somewhere between the 16 or 20, whatever you can get. If it's a 16, you see a 17 with an attic, an 18 with an attic, or 20. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, you know, you come across that's on a good deal, I would say somewhere within that range initially to get started, you know what I'm saying? And then go from there. You know,
and what would you what's up?
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you say about the advertisement? You think it would be okay to try to get some shirts and some cards and
full wrap and obviously uniform shirt, sure. Full wrap though.
Okay.
Truck got to be completely wrapped.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely do that. I think there were some good wraps that were about like $1,500 on the website.
No, bro, you're gonna pay more for that for a wrap. But you're not even getting a partial wrap for a fucking truck for $1,500 nowadays.
Oh damn, never mind.
For probably a 16-footer today for a full wrap, you're probably looking somewhere around maybe $3,000, $3,500. 26-footer somewhere in upwards of $5,000, maybe to $8,000, depending on where you go.
All right, ain't too bad. I was thinking it was in the tens, but still not too bad.
Nah. You probably getting a partial wrap on a 16-foot truck nowadays, probably somewhere $1,500 to $2,000. But a full wrap, let's say on a 16-footer, you're probably looking at about $3,000.
Okay. All right, then I'll definitely do that. Get some shirts, wrap. Also, just make sure the truck is good. You know, I'm definitely gonna go all in on hiring the right mechanic and hopefully finding just the right people to just check it out and really give me a fair price. And since I still got a lot of time to just learn about trucks myself, and that way I can at least know the one-on-ones to whatever needs to be repaired. So yeah, but so also with the business, so like I got nothing but time to think about things, and I got a cousin who has a strong work ethic, and the only thing is just some decision making skills as far as life choices that's a little iffy, but he's something that I really like I rock with him. Like I see him more as a brother, and like I would really want to start with him and really try to get shit popping, but I don't really know if I should just do a one man thing or come to him and
moving. You can't do a one man thing.
No, I feel you, and just hire some helpers and pay them like a percentage.
Are you saying about getting with your cousin to do a partnership or just having them work for you?
Partnership.
Man, I don't believe in partnerships as it pertains to moving. I think it's a recipe for a disaster. If you saying you gonna save up 100 G's, what you need a partner for?
I just want to see him get it too. Shit.
Why do y'all worry about? I get that, bro. I listen. Y'all gotta listen. This is where people used to get mad at me, but they don't get mad at me no more. Like you gotta help yourself first.
You're right.
You gotta be selfish in order to be. See, me having this conversation, giving you this information, is me being selfless. 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't have had the time to sit here and give you this information. I wouldn't have been privy to this information because I would have still been going through the learning curve, and I would have been busy. I don't got time to talk to you. I'm getting to it. I can be selfless now and not ask you for a goddamn thing because I was selfish to get to a point where I am selfless.
Yeah.
You got to put yourself in a position where you can help people.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be honest with you. The family is the motherfuckers that fuck you the worst. I've told stories about family members that have worked for me. Family member did a hit and run. Didn't even tell me about it.
That's fucked up. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Other little situations. So family will fuck you over more than, and then they feel obligated to some shit. Like, because you're family. Yeah. Like, nigga.
Yeah, you find out.
So, I'm a strong believer in, it's cool to help people. You're going to be helping people by employing them. If you start a business, you're going to have to employ people. That's a form of help.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But like putting people in position and shit like that, you have to put yourself in a position first and make sure you're secure before you can comfortably do that. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, you're right.
So, man, motherfuckers will fuck up what you got going on, and you still trying to get to it.
Yeah, no, that's for sure, man. That's for sure.
And you already said he make poor life choices, so you already know the answer. But And that's another thing with business. Like, these are those tough decisions that you got to make. And sometimes you have to, this is where they say, you're going to be you're an asshole.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they feel like you supposed to do certain things. No, nigga, I'm looking out for me first. If I fail, then we all fail because y'all depending on me. If I give you too much, not authority, but if too much leeway, let's say, or I put too much trust in you prematurely, and I understand that you make poor decisions like you just said, and then you do something that fucks up the business or fucks up the brand, I have nobody to blame but myself because I already knew what type of person you were. Why would I put myself in that situation?
Nah, that's facts, man.
You see what I'm saying? So, nah, man, you an asshole. So be it. I'm doing this to protect you as long as I can keep this shit and I can keep helping you.
That's for sure, man.
This little shit that you doing, a typical job would have fired you. Nigga, I'm turning a blind eye to it. That's a form of help. Man, you've been late every day this week. You still working. Another job would have been written you up. You would have went through a written, a final, and termination. That's a form of help. You see what I'm saying? So some people you got to help from a distance. Some people you got to help in certain type of ways. But, me, I'm the type of person like, nah, I'm not finna put a person in the same position of leadership if they don't got those type of qualities, bro. Because then that's going to fuck up my shit.
Nah, that's facts, man. And that's literally been like my biggest downfall, in life is just, just showing too much love and, thinking I'm gonna get a different result, but it just always fails. So
that's what you got. See, that's the thing. You gotta take care of your. Listen, bro. You gotta slot people accordingly. You got some people that I'm gonna fuck with you in this way, but not in this way. Some people I fuck with you here, and then there's these boundaries there. It's certain people I just can't. I will never. Me, I'm the type of motherfucker. I just know how I am. And I know as it pertains to business and shit, it's gonna always be hard for me to find someone like me.
Yeah.
So it's just best for me to just do shit on my own. My OG always told me, God bless the child that's got his own. You know what I'm saying? So, I know what I'm willing to do, the sacrifices I'm willing to make, the discipline that I had. Not everybody gonna have it. So then now I gotta have long conversations with a partner on why he's not pulling the same weight that I'm pulling. Nah, I don't got time for that. So
that's for sure. Man, that's definitely a better perspective that I could have heard from anybody else. Just getting it from you, man.
Yeah, and then this ain't the type of business where you need a partner. Like you said, you're gonna have a buck. Like, bro, you don't need no partner for this type of shit.
You're right. And what about so my I don't know if it's a weakness or not because I never gave it a test. But as far as sales, would it be okay to, let's say, I don't know, like, all right, so I got another cousin, but he just chilling, doing his thing, serving here and there, and
serving.
In my mind, I'm thinking,
I know it's. I just wanted to make sure it was the serving that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like in my mind, I'm thinking. And he a real, good talker, man. He can really persuade people. And, I'm thinking I can say, hey, man, hop on Thumbtack, here and there whenever you ain't doing this.
Somebody just asked me this yesterday in the Discord. It was Zoe. Actually, he asked me this yesterday. When did I ever allow other people to start dealing with the customers on the moving side of the business as far as sales is concerned? And I told him never. I don't know if you've seen some of my mock live streams where we done mock sales calls. I think we done a few at times. Some other people that's and moving. Like I never came across someone that could do what I could do as far as code switching and shit like that. As far as sales, once I get you on the phone, I got to get you because this may be my only choice. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is like something that I've been working with Ty in the Discord. He's having a hard time. And I see a lot of guys, they have a hard time as it pertains to sales. You got to master that. It's your business. And the likelihood of you finding someone that's going to if you master it, right? Because you got to master it first. It's going to be hard for you to find somebody to duplicate that. So let's say, for instance, if you closing 7 out of 10 calls, it's going to be hard for you to find somebody. The reason why you probably going to be able to do that is because, one, you're going to put yourself out in the field. See, the reason why I was able to do, I was in the field. So a lot of the apartment buildings, people would call from these apartment buildings, I was familiar with them. So I would let customers know subtly that I was familiar with their building. Boom, that's giving me kudos. I know the logistics of their building. I'm telling them that. That's giving me kudos, right? I'm controlling the whole situation. You telling me you want to move in the afternoon, I'm talking to you into moving into the morning because I'm building out my schedule. I'm putting a little fear in you to make you go into the morning. I don't want to move you in the afternoon. I will, but the day is open. I like to start my shit in the morning. So I'm going to tell you, which is true. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, it's probably better. I got a morning slot. It's probably better I put you in the morning slot. I'm going to be honest with you. It's peak moving season, and you got to understand these guys will be out moving all day. So if I put you in this evening slot, you're going to have some guys that are going to be a little fatigued. Our trucks usually roll out about 7. They'll probably have 2 moves prior to yours. So they're not going to be as efficient as they would be if we were to put you in first thing in the morning. And also, if anything happens in the earlier part of the day, usually that last window usually bears the brunt on whatever happened earlier in the day. If it's a long carry, if a customer forgets to reserve the elevator in their building and there's another moving company that is occupied the freight elevator, this is going to push the truck behind, and usually the last window of the day bears the brunt of that. Now, even though all that is true, customers not in the moving industry. They don't know that. So I'm putting that into them to give them that fear. Yeah, you know what? Put me in the morning. If you got a morning, put me in the morning because I want to be the first job. Let's just get it over. I don't want to have to worry about if the truck is going to be running late. I don't want to have to worry if these guys had an excruciating move earlier in the day that's going to make them less efficient to the point where I'm paying $150 an hour. And even though they're working, they're not as efficient as they were in the morning when they had fresh legs and fresh arms. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I just talk that customer into that slot. I'm a good salesperson.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm getting the customer to do what I want them to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's not gonna have that ability. You see, so I just never trusted anybody with that because it's my job to make sure that there's money that keeps coming into this company. And to me, my company, nobody's going to be able to bring money into my company like me because nobody's going to work as hard as I am. Even if I had this sales guy that is accomplished and wants a high salary, he's not going to be colder than me. Nobody's going to be colder than me for my shit.
And you were able to stay that locked in while being on the move, doing a sale and moving at the same time?
The first 3 years, yeah. I didn't have a choice. I would do what I had to do. If I'm on a truck, there's 2 other trucks. Those 2 trucks would have to call and close out. I would have to go find something to do. I could tell the crew that I'm with, look, I'm finna run downstairs and close this job out. I'm finna go book this move. I take maybe like an ottoman or something down to the truck, put it on the back of the truck, maybe tuck myself behind some boxes, pull out my phone, throw this shit in the notes real quick, and then come back later on in the day or on the drive to the next move and put it in the schedule. I already had a system. I just needed the name, the pickup address, the drop-off address, the phone number, the email address, and then I would put a short note, 1 bedroom, 3rd floor walk up, something like that to just help me jog my memory based on the conversation, and then I would throw it into the notes. And then put the date, August 1st, 8 to 9 arrival window. Right, then I would throw it in the schedule, and then I'd come back. I would just take all of 5 minutes. I just have to find a way to dip off, right?
Yeah.
Once I was off the truck, then I'm in the office, so it's just a piece of cake then. But you gotta have, like I was telling Ty, I told him what headset to get, where you can have 2 phone calls. You can take 2 phones in one headset. So even before the customer starts booking, you could just answer the phone hands free and still be moving and having that conversation while you're working. And then when the customer says, okay, let's go ahead and book, then that's when you kind of maybe grab 2 or 3 boxes or maybe like an ottoman or something and run down to the truck to take that and then go ahead and knock that out in 3 minutes and then go back up. So because you don't want to, you know, customers don't want to see you booking other jobs while they paying you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what you guys got to do when you're getting started, bro. You got to multitask, big dog.
For sure, I feel you. Hey, can I call you back real quick? I'm getting a call from my
Go
DM.
ahead. Go ahead.
All right, bet.
All right. Hey, whoever that was calling from the crib from the 773 number, you can call back. 773 number, you can call back. You said a rare Friday live? Yep. I normally don't go live on Fridays because Fridays are slow for streaming. But I didn't stream all week, bro. So maybe next week I'll give you guys 2 or 3. We'll see, man. I gotta get in the mood. You dig? I gotta get in the mood. Who's the 773 number? Fuck it, let's call him back. Let's see who this.
Hello.
What up?
Mark.
What up?
What's going on, man?
What up, though? Who that?
I got a general question.
Who is this?
I'm not sure. I'm a caller.
I know. What's your name?
I think. This this Ken.
What up, though?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, but I reside somewhere in Phoenix,
Arizona?
I'm back and
Or
forth.
Phoenix, Illinois by Harvey?
Phoenix, Arizona. I'm back and forth from Chicago and Phoenix.
All right.
Living wise. But yeah, I'm trying to get into the cargo van business. But I've been driving box trucks and stuff too. But I just got a question on the application part on the FMCA or whatever how you say it. But yeah, later on in the line, I want to do cargo, but later on in the line, I want to upscale to a box truck. And on the application,
Who you driving the box truck for now?
Nobody. I'm not driving box trucks now.
Oh, I thought you said you were in trucking. I thought you said you was in a box.
No, I was with friends. I was. Now I do my own thing until I get the money for my cargo van. But I was just saying, later on, I want to do a box truck, but I want to start off with the cargo van because that's what I can afford.
Right.
But like I was saying on the application, you know how on the app it says how to update. How do you update to a box truck if you pick 10,000 pounds and you only doing a cargo? Is it a way you update it later on? Do you create a new LLC?
What are you trying? You trying to get a DOT, right?
Yes, sir.
You ain't getting an MC. You getting an MC or no?
No, I'm getting an MC. I'm getting an MC too. But I'm just saying, do I have to update it to later on if I go into like the box trucking?
Updated in what aspect? You got a DOT and an MC number, general freight.
So I don't have to update it for box trucking if I have it for a cargo van?
Not that I know of. Shit, I got my DOT and MC, and I just added my as I got vehicles. I just added that shit.
Oh, so
I'm trying to figure out what you mean by update. Like, in what aspect?
Like, you know how you do the application and it says you're doing a straight truck, trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and then 10,000 pounds for the cargo, obviously. Like,
So when as you add more vehicles to your fleet, so I'm gonna tell you how I did it, bro. And it's been a long time. Every time I would get a vehicle and I have to get the insurance, my broker would update everything as it pertains to the filings.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So that was something my broker always handled. So every vehicle I got, obviously you got to add insurance to it, and then my broker would do all the filings, the updates.
Okay, so I don't need no whole new LLC or nothing like that.
Oh, you asking, do you need an LLC? Like a new LLC
No,
if you get a new vehicle?
I don't. Yes, exactly.
No, you can have semi trucks, box trucks, cargo vans, dump trucks, whatever. If you're a trucking company, you can have a whole variety in your fleet. No.
Right, but okay. So I'm adding on, basically. That's all I'm adding on. You can add on, okay.
Pretty much. Now, if you go I'm pretty sure, but I've never had vehicles over 26,000 pounds. I'm pretty sure that if you go over 26,000 pounds, I'm pretty sure there's some different requirements there. I wouldn't be able to help you with that because I've never registered vehicles over 26,000 pounds.
All right, now say this here. Let me reverse it then. Let me say this. Now, what if I just did the app for a box truck, right? And I could still pick up. Can I still pick up cargo?
Hold on. You said what if you ditch what for a box truck?
No, I was saying. Now, what if I just did the app?
What app?
Right. See, I did the F.
Talking about the application?
The FMCSA. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what if I did it for the box truck and I put 26,000, and I'm doing the box truck. My total weight is 26,000. I can still pick up cargo, loads and shit like that.
You're gonna get a non-CDL box truck, right? And you what? Let me ask you this: what do you plan on doing, bro? What are you trying to do?
I'm doing cargo. That's what I'm doing.
Cargo. Listen, cargo is what goes in the back of the truck. What do you plan on doing with the box truck? Now, I'm getting a little confused with your terminology.
No.
What do you plan on doing with the truck?
I apologize. So I'm starting off with cargo because I can't afford box trucking right now. So I'm starting off. I want to get a cargo van, but sooner down the line in the future, I want to move up to a box truck.
Okay. So when you move up to the box truck, you're gonna get the insurance, and your broker should do the proper filings.
Okay.
You plan on doing over the road, I'm assuming. I just think you terminology. All right, so you're gonna get a non-CDL box truck. And then, your broker, when he files, he's gonna do the proper filings. And if you get a cargo van and then you scale up from the cargo van, you're gonna get the insurance on the box truck, and your broker is gonna do the proper filings. You can have a cargo van and a box truck under the same LLC, under the same DOT and MC.
Okay, gotcha. That's really was my question. That was my question right there. You answered. I can have the same under the same. Okay, gotcha. All right. I was just confused on that because it was like, I didn't know if I had to make two different, businesses. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too educated on that, so I just...
This company's, UPS has one deal. From I know, they got thousands of vehicles.
Right.
An array of different vehicles. Now, you can have multiple vehicles under the same authority.
Okay, got you.
If that's what you asking.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm asking. That's exactly what I'm asking, sir.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm asking. That's it.
All right.
That's it for the most part. I done educated myself. I done, watched a couple people and stuff like that. I know exactly what I want. I'm gonna cash for me a cargo van. I'm not leasing or none of that. Nobody got time for that. So, yeah, for the most part, I know what I want to do. I just want to, upgrade later down the line.
Yeah, because when you get ready to upgrade, just upgrade. You got to get the insurance. Broker going to do the filings.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right, thank you.
Yo.
Yeah, Mr. Call.
Oh yeah. Just me calling back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for the most part, I think where we left off was the sales part, where you said you answer the call, take something downstairs, go to the truck, and do your thing. So that's definitely something I'll keep noting and get a headpiece.
Okay.
Oh my God. But so this is I don't know. I guess it's a funny, weird question, but even though I'll have the money to do what I need to do in the 2 years, how long would you recommend working under the table before going licensed?
I don't think there's no hard number on that. Everybody's situation is going to be different. I got a guy in my Discord. He got licensed within a year. He worked under the table. I was talking to him yesterday in the Discord. He came in with the idea to do cargo van. Bought the cargo van like last March. Came in thinking he was going to do like cargo van work, do gig work to supplement it. But when he came into the Discord, I'm always talking about the moving thing. He tried the moving thing. I don't think the cargo van thing got off to a good start. From March, by June, he was renting a box truck and was doing moving, and they never looked back. The cargo van he pretty much bought it for nothing. I was telling him yesterday to get rid of it. He probably used the cargo van for 3 months, and he's been in the moving business ever since. And since then. So from March of last year, he bought a cargo van, rented a box truck, bought a cargo van, did delivery shit for about 3 months, got into moving somewhere around June, rented a truck, ran it up all summer, bought a 20-foot box truck, and got licensed. He's a licensed mover, all within a year, about a year and a half now, April, May, June, July, August, almost a year and a half.
Yeah, hearing that makes me want to go there early.
Me, it was 3 years because I didn't know about, the licensing aspect. I didn't understand it. I was just out making the money, working every day, making the money, and you see, I got caught. So,
I didn't know you got caught.
Yeah, I got caught. So, I'm in a regulated state. So that's seriously regulated state. So, it's an agency that regulates like gas, electric, the rail, general freight, household goods moving, and I got caught. So that's what forced me into getting licensed. So, but I didn't know. I didn't know about it being regulated. I didn't know about nothing. That's what I'm saying. I didn't have a me to talk to. So I just thought, shit, I'm just out here hustling. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think nothing of it. I'm on Craigslist. It's a bunch of other people on here putting ads, and I'm just out here thinking, doing the right thing, not being in trouble, not doing anything that's bad, but I realized that shit, it's a special license for that shit. That's what forced me into the research and then officially going and doing it. So it all depends on the individual. I got some people who have been doing it, who've gotten it done in a year. Some people still in the process of doing it after a year or two. I got some people that are in like final mile, but then they moonlight. Well, I got guys in final mile, but then he got a moving business that's up and fully running too. Final mile business up and running, moving company up and fully running, who's in the process of doing it. So I think everybody's journey is, as far as getting licensed, is different. I would make sure you have the capital.
Yeah.
Because once you get licensed, your cost structure is going to be way higher because your insurance, for one, is going to go really, really higher, right?
Yeah.
Other things that are associated with fees and things like that. depending on the state that you're in.
Okay.
You got something here called a ICC. So, you know, I don't know what state, I forgot what state you're in. So if it's a regulatory agency, you got to make sure that they get their piece. You know, they're going to want you to pay for cab cards every year and shit like that. So all that shit, you know, you just need to make sure that you're prepared for, you know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do it, man. I don't want to be riding around all paranoid, you know.
I mean, here's the thing. Most moving companies start the same way. They all start on the table. They all start rogue. Moving, I think, is something that primarily for most people starts as some like a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Go rent a U-Haul truck. I'll move you. You know, muscle for hire. If you read the story of 2 Men in a Truck, start the same way. 2 guys, college campus, I believe, up in Michigan, doing moves, and it just grew from a hustle on campus. I think the auntie made the first initial investment when they wanted to legitimize it, and then it evolved into what you know today, right?
Yeah.
So I think most people that I've come across and I've talked to started similar to me. There's companies that legitimize. I know a guy here in Chicago who I met back in my early days when I was getting started, because we would trade off jobs. I remember he called me one day and he was just overbooked, and I was able to take a job from him at the last minute that his crew couldn't get to. And we just kept a rapport after that for many, many years. And he's never been licensed, but he's been running a rogue professional company he's older than me, a white Italian guy, you know, for like 2 decades. And he's been running for so long, he refuses to get licensed. He's been running so long that he's had multiple run-ins with the Illinois Commerce Commission, to the point where they've taken multiple trucks. Like, once you get caught so many times, once they find you so many times, the third time they just start taking the truck. So once they take your truck, every time they catch you, they just take your truck. So he's had trucks confiscated. He's had trucks confiscated while on moves, because when they come, they shutting the whole situation. It's not like, all right, we're going to give you a chance to unload this customer's shit back into the house. No, you step back. You were thinking they had the dope in this shit. You dig what I'm saying? They taking the shit. You know what I'm saying? And last I talked to him, he had 3 trucks lost, I think, to the ICC. You know what I'm saying? He refuses to get licensed. So you got some people that operate like that. A lot of the, you know, migrante companies, they don't, you know, that you see on Craigslist today, they not licensed. So it's all up to you. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, if you want to do things on the up and up, and you want to be a legitimate business, then you're going to do things the right way eventually. Your goal should be to legitimize it and go ahead and get the license. So.
Okay. And also another topic, well, not another topic, but so I used to work with the camera a little bit. I used to do some camera stuff, you know, not too long ago, and I'm still pretty good with the editing and all. And so would it be wise to put myself out there as, you know, the so-called CEO or whatever company, or just kind of keep it low key?
That's up to you, bro. Why y'all want to be the CEO so bad? I ain't never been the CEO.
I'm not.
I'm always the president. I've never been the CEO. I've always put myself. My accountant always said, never the CEO, always the president, and I just always followed that motto.
What's the difference?
I forgot, bro. He didn't even articulate it to me, bro. And I just, you know, he told me that, and it's just always been that. You know what I'm saying? But even with the understanding of, you know, like, you know, I don't know, you were 20 something?
Yeah.
See, man, I'm from a different generation, bro. Like, we move in silence. Like, I don't care, nigga. I could have a restaurant, nigga, with an apron on, cooking. You'll think I was the cook the whole time I own a joint. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm in there every day in a uniform. Like, I've never been the type of person that walks around like you see some of these guys, they put, even in this content space that you see in truck, and they put I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? They got their little company and then they got CEO owner and shit. Like, bro, like you just want to be recognized with some shit. I've never been that person, bro. You know,
No,
I want to blend in. I don't want you to know I own shit. You dig what I'm saying?
no,
So that's just me.
And I you know, pretty much on that same type of way. But you know, me being in this generation, it's kind of like you have to put yourself out there because you know people
As
go
the
based off
owner,
social media nowadays.
you don't gotta put yourself out nowhere as no owner. You don't gotta do that. Who says you gotta do that?
I don't know, just my assumption, man. Just from you know looking at stuff, and I'm assuming that it's what you got to do in order to you know get people to trust you and you know do all that stuff.
No, you don't. Your product and your service,
right,
is what you get people to trust you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing: people gonna always say some shit.
That's facts.
But your product, your service is going to tell the tale in the long run. When I first started doing content, there was people that said I was what they called me at the beginning, you never had trucks, he never did this, then the third, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not true, but I'm not finna sit up here and prove to you what I've done, what I haven't done, or what I own, or what versus what I don't own. Right?
Yeah.
Time will eventually tell. You know, and at the end of the day, when time tells, you're gonna be the person that looks crazy, not me. It may be people that may side with you now and laugh and joke, but I'm gonna have the last laugh. And that last laugh is going to feel better than how you feel right now. You see what I'm saying? So no, motherfucker ain't got no shit. Man, mama always said, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. See, that's the problem. A lot of y'all don't listen to y'all mama. See, I always listen to my mama. Dude, y'all.
You got the right,
huh?
You got the right type of mom, man. A lot of us ain't got moms that can give us good advice like the one yours gave. You know, moms ain't. I don't even want to speak on that, but I get where you're coming from.
I hear you. So you know, sometimes it's best to just blend in.
You're right.
You don't have to do nothing.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You don't gotta do nothing. Motherfuckers, let motherfuckers talk. As long as you know the truth. Your product and your service will talk for you.
Okay. That's for sure.
You know, a lot of people, and you're right, because when I first started doing social media, because I was in the process of exiting and had exited, I'm not in the field like these guys. These guys you're pandemic babies. You're out in the field. You're happy to show. Nigga, I was doing this shit over a decade ago. When wasn't nobody thinking about this shit. You dig what I'm saying? So no, I'm not in the field, but because I'm not where you are, doesn't mean I haven't done it or not doing it or don't have the knowledge. I don't have to show you I got trucks sitting here. You're not going to talk and I'm gonna just stop what I'm doing to go prove fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck are you? I'm a sucker if I go prove something to you. Talk, motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So no, you can be successful by just keeping your head down, working, and letting the service and the product speak for you. Okay. That mentality that your generation has, like what you I just feel like, man, based on what social media, you just gotta, no, the fuck you don't.
Okay.
That's some nigga shit, bro. I just gonna keep it a buck with you. There's a lot of white motherfuckers out here that you see running around here in Wranglers, walking around in the park, and it got some goddamn Wranglers and some Skechers, and they own shit, and you'll never know it because they're not advertising it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's only us, bro.
That's for sure.
You gotta let the motherfucker know you got an LLC.
And it ain't even really like, you know, trying to just, you know, floss it and stunt. It's more of just, the customer. The customer says, "Hey, I see the owner. I see, looks decent. He
Who
takes care
said
of me."
that, bro?
No one said it, but like I
Who
said,
says that? You know how many jobs I've been on and the customer didn't know I was the owner? The last 3 years during the pandemic, I'm in the field. I'm not going up in here. I'm the owner. I got the same uniform on. I'm sweating the same way like the other two motherfuckers I'm on the truck with.
okay.
I'm not going up. Why? Shit. Now if something happened, they expect me to resolve it right here. No, nigga, I still need my window.
For
Now,
sure.
like, no, nigga, like, no. Now, so I'm not promoting that I'm on the job, nigga. I'm in here fucking working just like them.
For sure. And so how about this other idea? I know I'm just coming up with things. So how about, I advertise, but I put somebody else, to be able to speak for the company, but you don't see me. I just stay behind the scenes.
Why would you do that? You can speak for your own company. Why do y'all, listen, bro, y'all making this shit more, listen, y'all be making this shit more than what it is. You're going to be a small business owner, bro. Who you going to be speaking to? Speaking where? You think you're going to be speaking to like Tony Robbins or something at the United Center in front of 30,000 people? Or you going to put this speech on or some shit like that, bro? Who are you going to speak to? Speak for the company? Like, what do you mean speak for the company? What do you mean by that?
Just as far as small details, as far as not the full operation, because you don't want to get a whole game, but to be able, like, say if a customer wants to check out the online website, goes to a quick little video to just see like an overview, and there's just a guy that is well spoken, saying, "Hey, this is how the operation goes. This is how we wrap your furniture. This is just, that small stuff like that. Just say, okay, bro, I like the video.
So you basically want to put yourself on the website.
I don't want to put my.
You won't be you won't be like other black guys and black women when as soon as they get something, they're gonna be on the website smiling. You want your shirt that say CEO owner right there and smile and shit.
Nah, I'm good with that.
You do.
I mean, if I got a nice paper fade, then shit, all right,
Why you just say put an about us section and just put your story, and that's it.
Okay, there we go.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I said this before. I think one of the main reasons that, throughout my career, I was able to do well is because of the anonymity. And I knew that very early on. I want you to think about it. And it may not pertain to you in your market, but in my market, I would have done it anyway, but I purposely did not put myself out there. Majority of my customer base is not a representation of what I look like.
Right.
The type of people that you hire in this industry, and anybody in this industry that's really in this industry, they'll agree with me. You're gonna get one of a few different types of people. You're gonna get some
white, Asian.
No. You're gonna get felons.
Oh, okay. You're talking about that side.
Or you're gonna get immigrants, illegal immigrants, right? And we, the racial line, is going to be predominantly black and Hispanic, right?
Okay.
Majority of my customer base was on the other side of town.
Yeah.
North side, downtown, suburbs. I know I would have lost business if I would have promoted my company as a black-owned and operated company.
Okay.
You know how I know that? Because when I was in the field, the last 3 years when we would show up, I would see the facial expression. I'm there. I feel it. I see it.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So even though I'm a good-looking guy, I was on a route. It was me, Tim, and Chancey was on my route. I'm a good-looking guy. Tim, good-looking, fair-skinned guy. Chancey, a little rough around the edges, but not an ugly guy. Clean, presentable. You dig what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's still 3 niggas walking into a house, and it could be Amy, who has a 1-bedroom, who's moving, you know, a few blocks away, but she's there by herself. Now you got these 3 black motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And it would take maybe 30 minutes for the tension to subdue, right? Oh, these guys ain't so bad because we just in here working. We ain't doing no weird shit, right? But if you could know what you was getting before you got it, I think I would have lost a decent amount of business.
For sure.
So, me being in the industry, I'm in a segregated city, understanding that the majority of my customer base doesn't look like me, I'm not going to promote myself a certain type of way or just put myself out there anyway.
I feel you, man. I think it's just sad that it got to be that way, but I understand business.
It is what it is. Listen, it is what it is. I don't feel sad. I guess you can look at it as sad, but at the end of the day, it just is what it is. The thing is once my company would get to these jobs, right, even the jobs that I was on, to see the mood go from uneasy to, man, you guys are cool. Man, you guys, I'm gonna run to the store. You guys want some Powerade? You want me to order a pizza? We all ain't like that. So I would get pleasure out of, we can change the stigmatism. We all ain't like that. We come here to take care of business. We ain't lazy. We ain't taking no smoke breaks. We ain't funky. We ain't eye molesting you. We here on midnight. We coming to get this bag, and we not here to play no games. We not here to be all day. Cause I'm gonna keep it 1,000. We don't want to be here anyway. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so I know what it is. I done walked in. You dig what I'm saying? It's 2 different ethnic groups, real movers and final mile guys. You know what it is. It's 2 in particular. They gonna follow you all around the motherfucker. You coming out? I ain't gonna say what they is. It's 2. I ain't gonna say what they is, and they ain't Caucasians. They gonna follow you from the moment you get there, goddamn it, to everywhere. They over your shoulder. You trying to lift some shit, they over your shoulder. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna steal the goddamn armoire? They don't trust you with shit. I done been in people's shit like that, bro. I'm living way better than them. Way better. They don't know that. I'm like, damn, you over my shoulder like this ain't shit, nigga. If you knew how I was living, you wouldn't. And I'm saying this in my head to them. Y'all think I'm just some nigger mover. If you knew how I was living, you would fucking probably croak. Like, this shit ain't shit. Ain't nobody want this shit. You got piss stains on it. You see what I'm saying? So you got to endure all that. You just there to get the bag.
That's fact.
But at the end of the job, man, everything got from point A to point B. We didn't fuck nothing up. Nigga, the stigmatisms that you've heard, we weren't to represent. So we helped to change the narrative.
Okay.
It is what it is. Like, I ain't never been the type of motherfucker who, oh man, you just gotta know it's me. No the fuck you don't.
And trust me, I'm not on that type of time, as far as really trying to be out there. But in my mind, I'm thinking I have to go outside of my comfort zone to, do that. But it's good that you're telling me that I'm good. I don't really got to do all that. So,
No, you just got to put the work in, put out a good service or a good product. And the word is going, the business, once you put out a good service, people will start promoting the business for you. They become brand ambassadors for the business.
Okay.
That's how you get your referrals up.
Okay.
Word of mouth. This is a word of mouth business.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what color you are. You know what I'm saying? You may have a little, it may be a little, if you do put yourself out there, but if you have a footprint of doing great business, then it's not going to matter what color you are. The service is speaking.
For sure.
For you. That's why I never understood why people just do good work. Like, so, I don't.
No, I'm gonna do that for sure. I'm gonna definitely do what I need to do, in order to, make the customer satisfied and get them 5-star reviews and, You know, just keep on going from there, man. Just try to teach, you know, whoever I'm hiring on the right way. You know, that way it's like if I'm ever needing a break, they still going to follow through with the procedures. At least do the basics. Like
If you
said,
ever need a break, oh God.
Well, no, hold on. Let me backtrack. You know,
Oh man, you thinking about the wrong things. Like, what are you thinking about a break for?
No, my bad. Let me clarify, man. I don't want you to think I'm thinking like a vacation.
Already thinking about a break. You ain't even got started.
No, I know, but I understand. Moving 7 days a week, you got to catch one.
You got to catch one what?
I don't know. One day off.
You do? Says who?
I don't know, man. I'm just at least thinking about the body.
Who told you that? What you mean? Think about it. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I'm gonna tell you. Could just ask me, nigga. I did it. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna feel. It's gonna hurt. You gonna wake up in the morning. Let me tell you. Especially at the beginning, when you wake up the next morning after doing 3 the day before and not getting into 11, then that water hit you in that shower and you hit that sheet, and then you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and your alarm ring and you gonna be like this. You're going to be stuck. Now you got to go jump in the shower again to loosen up. You know when you're going to really loosen up? Halfway through that first move.
Right.
And then the next morning, you're going to be just like this, stiff. You're going to be stiff every fucking morning.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it's just what it is. Especially at the beginning when you on the new, like, what you mean a day off?
No, you're right. And
guess what this weekend is? This the first of the month. So you gonna take off a Sunday on August 2nd? Movie season coming to. So what are we talking about?
All right. So from March all the way.
No. Let's not. We not finna. What you mean? Do you want it or you don't want it? So you mean to tell me on the first of the month that fall on a fucking Saturday and Sunday, you need a day off?
I'm not taking.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
All right, you're right. Let me go and backtrack and just, let that shit go, for the most part.
What you mean? You 20? I really don't. How old is you? 20 what?
25.
So when these motherfuckers gave all this money during the goddamn pandemic, and my black ass at 40 got to come back out into the field 7 fucking days a week. It's my business.
No, you're right.
Did I say, nigga, I'm not 30 like I was when I first started. I ain't even been out in the field in 7 years. No, nigga, I gotta get it. I'm about to be out here. You're 25.
Can I at least
metabolism is what are you talking about? You should be elastic, nigga. You should be elastic, nigga. You ain't got to stretch and all this, nigga. I gotta stretch and do all this goofy ass shit and squat and do this and all that shit, nigga. What are you talking about? You should be able to work 7 days a week comfortably.
I promise you, I'm trained to go, man. All I'm just saying is based off what I heard the last time from you, maybe like a year or two down the road where you got like 2 more guys that you just got on call where it's like, all right, but my bad, man. All right,
bro, listen. You talking to a nigga who shoulder, like I've told these war stories, bro, when it comes to this business. Yeah. This is a strenuous business.
Okay.
When in 2022, man, my lower back, I had to take myself to urgent care. What are you talking about? Boy, this shit was ugly.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Boy, and so at the end of the day, this is just what it entails. But if the money is there, it's there. What are you gonna do, bro? This is what the job entails. All right, so you 25. You gonna let somebody that's 40 something beat you?
Nah, ain't no way.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck this, nigga. We got health insurance. Some people gonna be like, nah. But here's the thing. If I'm in this business, there was a guy in the Discord the other day up in New York. I don't know if he's watching, but he was working and Piece of Cake was there and he put the guy on from Piece of Cake and he was talking. Older guy. He had just came back. Now everybody's not fortunate. He slipped 2 lower discs in his back. I'm like, why are you working? You supposed to be. He said, man, I got a family. Now this is a guy who's an employee. Slipped 2 discs in his lower back. But this is the job that's putting a bill. 3 months off. He couldn't be off no more. Workers' comp. He need to come back because he need that full pay and that tipulation. He need that tipulation. That tipulation in the moving industry is something different. You see what I'm saying? I call it tipulation. You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Well,
Now
I ain't trying to come off as
think
being,
about it from the owner aspect though. When you on the build, you on the build.
you
You
right.
need time off, a break.
And
Take a
I
break.
ain't talking about
Take a break.
no 2-3 days.
Take that one day you take off is going to be a nigga just like you that's 25 that's hungry who working 7 days. And he going to take that. And then you're going to look back in a year or two, he going to be far surpass you because you took a break.
Nah, you
got
right.
to earn a break.
That's facts. That's
What you
facts.
talking about take a break? You 25 years old talking about take a break.
I
You
think
take a
truck
break,
drivers
nigga, when you get whiskers, nigga, gray whiskers and shit. Nigga, you ain't got no gray whiskers. Then you could take a break. You got to earn your break. Because guess what? That break gonna cost you. See, it's a difference when you work a job and you say, yo, I'm gonna call off today. You go, all right, give me 8 hours of PTO. The business gonna go on without you, right? The business still booming. You make Walmart, they still open. You take a day off, business is closed.
Losing money.
So if you want to be the owner, then you got to take the sacrifices. You at the beginning. If I take a day off, then the business is closed for the day. This is part of the sacrifices that you taking.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
You want a day off, earn it. It ain't gonna come the first year, it ain't gonna come the second year. You probably gonna come, it might come some years later. But that off day is still it's not free. You got to earn that.
Okay.
Off day. You mean to tell me you better sit at home or you, what y'all call it, the munyon? You could be getting to the munyon. Listen, y'all niggas ain't that money hungry. I know that's about y'all. Y'all like that goddamn it clout.
Bro, I'm living
y'all
in
like
the
clout. No, y'all like the clout. You know how I can prove it to you? Because 10 minutes ago you was just like, yo, I gotta be the CEO and I need to be out there and I gotta put myself out there. That's the clout. But then you telling me as it pertains to the munyon, you want to take one day, I need one day that I don't want to make the munyon. Man, come on, bro. I don't give a fuck about the clout, man. I want the money.
I feel you on that. I want the money too. Also, we got another inmate who created the clout though, man. We ain't create to me this day.
We'll stop being a follower.
You right.
Stop being a follower.
You're right, but
the nigga who created the clout is getting paid off y'all following the goofy shit. You dig what I'm saying?
You right.
Give me the money. Y'all motherfuckers fighting for Instagram followers, and Instagram don't even pay. They don't even have no monetization program, but motherfuckers is getting clouted because they got so many followers, trying to do everything to get so many followers, and it doesn't even account for anything financially because it doesn't pay. That's the craziest thing. Clout to y'all is more important than bread. Y'all can get ahead within y'all inner generation. Within your inner generation, you can do better because you got more followers than more money. That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
They chasing sponsorships and shit.
Man, that little shit, that shit come and go. Because as soon as you not clouded no more, they're going to go to the new person who clouded. As soon as that startup fails, then there's no sponsorship. Most of that shit is startup. You see what I'm saying? So, you gotta build, bro. Especially at the beginning, ain't no days off.
I feel you on that, man, and I'm feeling a little salty because you coming from my work ethic and over the phone it's like
ethic. You said the shit. I didn't say that.
And I have to do better at articulating myself with how I'm saying things, but for the most part, I'm really out here to get it, bro. I'm living in the truck, saving money. I fucking gave up my car, apartment, and broke up with my girl right before Christmas, all that shit just to get this shit.
You broke up with your girl right before Christmas? Why you do that, pimp?
Because I didn't want to live in an apartment. I knew she wasn't really going to get it out the mud with me, so I had to just think ahead and just say, hey, we got to go our separate ways. So
you broke up because she didn't want to live in the apartment? What?
Nah, well, I didn't really tell her that I was getting the trucking and all, and so. But she was like real big on like buying Christmas gifts and doing all this holiday shit that I just like, it's a waste of money. And I wanted to get my CDL, but I never really communicated with her to just say, hey, I want to do this. So in my mind, I felt like she just wasn't like a ride or die type. So I just gave her some random story, broke up, got myself out the lease of my apartment and just, lived in the truck. I got my CDL after and used the Christmas money to get the CDL. And
so basically, instead of getting Christmas gifts, you skated and used the money to get the CDL.
Yeah, it's, I'm not good at storytelling, but basically that's what it,
Dirty
is, man.
Dirty motherfucker.
I know, bro. But on the back end, I gave her $1,500. When I got my money up. And
so you skirted out on the rent too, then?
Yeah, I got evicted.
Damn.
Yeah, just to get my CDL.
Damn.
And I know it wasn't a smart decision, but I would just say, fuck it.
So you was shacking up with her. Y'all was shacking.
Yeah, I mean, to her, like.
I mean, to you too, nigga. You was living there. Y'all ain't married. Y'all shacking up.
Yeah, we was just drinking, smoking, doing whatever, and I didn't really want to live
drinking,
that lifestyle.
Smoking, fucking. Don't forget about fucking now.
Yeah. You on YouTube. I don't know.
Man, nigga, come on. Hey, man. We keep it a buck. We don't give a fuck about that shit.
But yeah, we was doing all that, and I just didn't, really see myself, continue with it, and I need to do something different. So trust me, bro. Like as far as like doing whatever, and I know that's just like some minor shit. Like I've got other stories, but like I trust me, bro. I'm really out here trying to like get it, and I don't mean like a day off as in like just being on some lazy shit. I'm just saying if I'm going hard from March to August, I can't catch one day to say, hey, I need y'all two to get on the truck while I sit back and make it.
Able to. Like that shouldn't even be in your thought process, man. Like catch a day, nigga. I'm trying to catch a bag. Like, that's what you need to be thinking about. A day, nigga, a bag. Catch a bag.
Nah, right. But it's just I know I go so hard. That's why I'm just saying I know I go so hard to where
look, man. We not thinking about no day. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I went to work, nigga. Fucked up shoulder, fucked up lower back, thugging it. I swear for God. Why? Because I ain't had no choice. You the boss. You the owner. Motherfucker don't come to work. What you gonna do? Tell the customer, oh, my back. They're gonna be like, well, man, it's the first of the month. I can't find a moving company to come move me today. What are you gonna do? If you ain't ready, man, big dog, man, go, man, Walmart. They hiring. I'm just letting you know, bro, this is what it's going to entail. Can you trust? What you just said, man, my workers, you can't trust a worker. You can't trust nobody. It's going to be a day when you least expect. It's going to be that day where you thought you was going to go do something, you was going to have it planned, and then they going to fuck you. And guess what? Whatever you thought you was going to have planned, you're going to have to not unplan that shit or leave that shit hanging because the business is the priority. You have to meet the needs of the business. If you don't think you can meet the needs of the business in all aspects, then it's probably not best for you.
I'm hearing you, man, and I appreciate you just telling me that. And I know I'm gonna be able to meet the needs of the business, man. I'm gonna do what it takes, and I got a lot of things to work on as far as just selling myself and making sure I got the right things in place to thrive. I'm doing it right now, which is why I know 2 years is a long time to start some shit because things may change, and I understand. 2 years he gonna be Kevin, he gonna change, but now I'm doing it now, bro. For the most part, I got some money saved up. Like I said, living in the truck, thugging it out. OTR ain't really it because I feel like I'm losing my health, but I still just driving all day. Driving 10 hours, sitting down, and still trying to get like a 30-minute workout in after driving is still not enough. Coming from doing 3 workouts a day in college to just 30 minutes a day now, it's like I can feel myself not moving around. So
you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. Go get you a Planet Fitness membership, and then just route yourself to the Planet Fitnesses. And when you,
I would try to do that. But I would only get there like maybe one day out of the week. To where I just said, fuck it,
Man, get you one of them push-up bar things, and do some pull-ups on the back of the truck. Huh?
I got a kettlebell and a jump rope. That's all I got right now. So.
Yeah, get you one of them push-up little thingamajigs that they got on TikTok, and then do you some jog around the truck stop. Get that cardio in.
Yeah,
get you a little mat. Do some sit-ups outside the truck. Do some sit-ups. Do some leg lifts. Some crunches. Some bicycles.
For sure.
Open up the back of the trailer and do some pull-ups. Grab the top of the trailer. I used to do that on the back of the box truck. Do pull-ups.
I'm on a flatbed.
Open up the back of the trailer. Grab it like this. Hold on like that, and do some hanging ab crunches. Come on, man. I did all this shit on the back of the box truck. I would do this shit like if I was loading the truck and waiting for some shit to come down, whatever the case may be, I get it in a little bit. How you think I know what to do?
Yeah, for sure.
So you over the road, if you really was serious about your workout, you gonna make that shit shake, bro. So I hear you though, and that's true. But there's things that you can do to compensate for a lack of equipment or a lack of machines. Yeah. You serious about your workout, serious about your health,
Yeah, I am, which is why, I want to get back into the moving game, because when I used to move, man, I used to just love breaking a sweat in that Texas heat and just, going up with big-ass couches and, with the damn bed inside and the marble tables and shit like that. I miss that shit, I mean, I was getting $17 an hour with good tips, but, imagine my own business doing that and feeling good about waking up every day and just, moving some shit around. Like, I actually like that, but
yeah,
take money to make money. So
you're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right, man. You on a good. You sound like you on a good path. Seem like some came over you in December. Some came over you in December, and you was just like, man, fuck this shit, man.
Nah, for it really did. I thought like, getting an apartment, nice looking girl, drinking, smoking, fucking around. It was cool for about 6 months, but, every time I saw my account, my shit was in the negative. So I'm like, man, let me get my money right. That's the thing I was missing. So
why y'all don't be putting the money over why y'all ain't MOB?
Yeah, it's a different era, man. BOM. Shit. But it's
BOM, no, I ain't never heard that shit.
It's slowly changing back, though. It's slowly changing back.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. BOM. Hell no, I ain't never heard that.
It's slowly changing back.
Going backwards, and I ain't never heard that shit.
It's slowly changing back, man. It's going back. It was just a short stint. We got, sidetracked, but we coming back, bro. We getting the guap. We stacking to the top, man. We ain't gonna stop, bro. We gonna be good. You ain't gotta worry.
That man said BOM. Damn, bro, that shit crazy.
We was down bad, bro. If you looking at rap videos, girls twerking and shit.
Man, stop listening to Lil Baby, bro. That nigga a trick. Him, James Harden, they got the bag to trick. See, they gonna trick the bag because they ain't got the game. They got the bag, and they gonna keep tricking it. As long as James still playing and Baby still doing shows, they gonna continue to trick. You can't do what they doing, and you can't let them influence you.
I feel you, but when we're young, we have an impressionable mind where we
see, my generation didn't think like that. MOB came from back then. It was always MOB with us. We had to go get it.
Okay. Well,
you say you fucking living with the bro, fucking and smoking and drinking, and you fucked up out here in these streets. Nah, we gotta have it. We gotta have it. Nah, you gotta have it.
I'm doing what it takes now, man. I mean, I still get a little
that little poo poo. That little poo poo, it feel good. It feel good. The little poo poo. But then after you dig what I'm saying, then what? You just laying there with your account in the negative.
No food in the fridge.
No food. You didn't have no food in the refrigerator, so now you didn't and then now you fucked up with no money in the account and no food in the refrigerator.
Hungover at work and shit.
See, man, that shit ain't P.
That was back then, man. That was back then. You know.
It was like 8 months ago, man. Like, what are you talking about?
This was 2 years ago. This was 2 years ago. I've been in trucking for 2 years, so
Okay. All right.
yeah. I've been, pretty much locked in since then. But
Man.
I was just fucked up after, dropping out of college and, just doing shit.
You dropped out of college too?
Yeah, well, yeah, I dropped out of college.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man.
But
Get to the money, bro.
I'm trying.
Stop letting this shit distract you, and it's like, man, listen to some Young Dolph or some shit like that. Stop listening to Lil Baby, bro. Listen to some Young Dolph or something, bro.
I kind of stopped listening to rap in general, no lie, man. It's kind of just been, I don't know, man. I just started listening to just instrumentals and shit.
Yeah, well, listen to some podcasts while you driving, some educational things, some things that's gonna help shape your mind, help you to make better decisions.
For sure. I mean, it's going good. I mean, sometimes I still get sidetracked just being OTR, and I'll just stop, somewhere in your city, hop on Tinder or Hinge and see some little shorties, and I kind of fuck up a little bit, but I'm still.
Ooh, don't stop nowhere in Chicago on Tinder, bro. It's probably a back door.
You right?
Like, bro, what's up with y'all little niggas in the pay for the play? Why y'all little motherfucker want to pay for the play?
Easy, bro.
Jesus Christ, bro. I just had a whole thing with Mike Lowry last week. When you come to Chicago, you want to pay for the play?
I ain't getting them in the city. They on the suburbs, Naperville, Aurora, Rockford.
And you ain't even from here. You naming the suburbs and shit. That's how I know he ain't lying.
Yeah, I be coming through Chicago all the time.
Why you just don't come do your reset or get your little 10 hours in and mosey your ass down the road? Why you gotta?
No, I do it. Trust me, I do it. But like, if I'm on the road going hard 3 months, bro, it's like it's in me. I'm still, trying to get active. I can't stop my natural, human, whatever.
What you mean, boy? You want to live, don't you?
No, for sure. And I ain't out here just doing whatever. No, I ain't out here just, I'm finding right ones. I'm a Hinge. I ain't on no, hook up just straight to it. Like I'm on some, get to know them. And
how you gonna get to know them and you only gonna be here 10 hours?
I'm always coming back. Hey, I'm finna pull up to your city. Simple. And then she ready, I'm ready. We just go watch it.
How much you be paying? I didn't pay you an hour, 2 hours of my time. How much you be paying?
We gonna do the math, bro. I got you. So to pull up, park the truck. If you really want to expedite it to find what you need, you're gonna go ahead and drop $20 right there to go and put yourself out there. If you look good, you're gonna find somebody, bro. And I make sure I look right. So that's $20 right there. Sometimes they'll come pick me. Sometimes they'll come pick me up.
Pick you up?
Still up? Yeah, just say, hey, come pick me up from the truck stop, or
okay.
I'll just take the lift to wherever we're going to meet at. So we'll say I take the lift. So that's already like 30, I'm going to say 30 at the highest because we in Chicago. All right, so that's already 50 right there. Now, I'm a gentleman, man. I'm a, buy a little something. So that's already $20 for the meal. $70.
Wait, stop, slow down.
You said what?
You said $20 for the meal?
Yeah, $20.
Y'all going to Harold's?
We ain't going to fucking Benihana's.
The last time you came to Chicago, where'd you park the truck?
Over. Hold on, let me look at the map real quick. It's over like on the outskirts of like 290 at the main truck stops.
On the outskirts of 290.
Yeah. Well, I know 290 is the outskirts, so let me rephrase that. All right, so, because I know I be coming through from Milwaukee, you get up on a 90. Fuck.
$20 for a meal?
So it's between Rockford and Chicago on the 90 is where I usually be stopping at.
And
Or
then you
or we got
uh-huh.
what's up?
And then you take a Uber into the city, or you be out in the suburbs?
I'll be out in the suburbs. Just honestly, bro, whoever's out there and just, you know.
So these be sisters or these be white women?
Nah, they be a mixture of both. Shit, Hispanic, shit.
So,
Like, I use them all.
so they come pick you up at the truck, then you take them to what, McDonald's or some shit like that? $20.
Yeah, we ain't doing nothing expensive, you know, just kicking it, you know. But if I'm going to their crib though, you know, I'm gonna show some real, you know, Southern hospitality. Like,
wait a minute, hold on. You going to their crib?
Yeah, I've been to a girl crib, but on the second time I met her though. Hey, bro,
what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
It's better than a hotel.
Oh, bro, what's your government name? Just in case I ever read about you, I won't be like, man, that's dude ass I talk to, bro. That's dude ass.
Wait.
What you mean it's better than going to a hotel, boy? Is you crazy?
I get it. I get how
Boy, the
Chicago
back
is.
door
I know it's
open,
backdoor
boy.
city.
The back door don't never close. The back door don't never close.
I know it's backdoor city, man. I get it, but like I said, 3 months strong, 4 months strong, or just grinding hard, man. It's
bro,
like,
I don't give a fuck about all that shit. That shit don't matter when you ain't here no more. When four of them come out the closet with the mask on, like, nigga, get down. Wear that. Give it up.
Nah, you right.
What the fuck does none of that shit matter when they ass come out the closet?
Nah,
or when she
right.
be like, man, here, hold on, let me go to the bathroom. And then she open the back door. And then she come back in the room and get to riding your punk ass. And then they come in the back door, nigga, catch you with your pants down. Nigga, wear that.
What they gonna get, man? I ain't got nothing but...
they gonna get whatever you got, boys. Niggas out here, boy, the nigga $50 is a come up. This motherfuckers out here, nigga, knocking shit back for less than a G. This motherfuckers out here knocking shit back for less than $1,000, bro. What are you talking about?
Nah, I get it though. I get it, and that definitely crosses my mind, bro. But no, bro. Like at the end of the day, man, I'm verified and getting IDs.
Bro, let's go back to the $20. We got to go back.
All right.
So you take them to eat.
Right?
You take them to eat $20. McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. Boom.
All right.
What y'all do after that?
You vibe, bro. Just have a human connection, you know.
You vibe? Well, where do you vibe at? If you paying $20 for a meal, where y'all going to vibe? Y'all damn sure ain't going to no rooftops. Y'all just riding around in the car, sitting in the car?
Yeah, sit in the car. I remember one girl, she had a basketball in the back. We went to go shoot some hoops and shit, play horse.
That definitely wasn't no black girl. Wasn't no black woman. She was a black woman?
Nah, she wasn't, but...
Nah, she had to be white.
Yeah, she was.
Not no black woman. Shit, black woman on the selling the poo-poo. She trying to get straight to it. She not finna go shoot some, play horse with you. H-O. Hey, come on, bro. What we talking about? So you done went and shot some horse with the bitch. You did what I'm saying. You done shot some horse with the bitch. You did. Okay, so boom. You shot horse.
Yeah, you can play horse. You know, it ain't gotta be like going to the club. You know, I'm not a club dude, man. I'm kicking back, you know, and hooping was my sport. So even though I don't have no like emotional ties to it, but she had a basketball, I'm like, shit, you know, it was, you know, like, and I mean, of course we don't end up fucking and all. It's just
hold on, we ain't got to that part yet. We ain't got there yet. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, you shot horse with her. Then what? Like, how you go from how does horse turn to the intimate? Like, walk me through the horse. What happened after horse?
All right. So let me go ahead and go back to the first night I met her. So, you know, we did that. We played horse. We was chilling, you know, just kicking in the car. But then again, I had to go ahead and drop off my load, which was over in Harvey. So I had to be back in the truck the next day. So, like, it wasn't really nothing that was going to be popping for the most part. We just kind of kicked in. I had her number from there, and we were just talking. And then the second time I came to Chicago was when I was at a shipper, and I was thinking I was just going to get in and get out, but they, you know, shippers take forever, 12 hours. So I hit her up. Hey, you know, I'm over in West Chicago. Pull up. You know, we went to Dave's Hot Chicken, and then, you know, it was kind of just, let's get straight to it, because we already been talking in the messages about, you know, doing this and doing that. So we pulled up to like some abandoned building or whatever and just got straight to it, you know, and I went back to the truck and, you know, so every time I seen her.
Wait, stop. You pulled up to an abandoned building.
I think it was, bro. I don't know what it was.
She took you to the building? She took you there?
Well, it was right near the shippers, so it wasn't like she took me there. We were just looking, you know, and I was like, oh, you know, we can do that right there. And she was like, all right, bet.
So y'all went to an abandoned building?
I don't think it was abandoned. I think it still was like up, but it looked a little, you know.
So did y'all go in the building?
No, we was in the car.
In her car?
Yeah, her car.
So what, you went in the back seat?
Yeah.
So you in a semi truck, right?
We got cameras in the truck, and I feel like they be watching, you know, the company.
So, all right. You fucked in the back seat. How much it cost you, pimp?
Nothing, bro.
Nothing?
Just Dave's Hot Chicken. Just took her,
so,
you know.
There's some white girl from the suburbs.
Naperville.
A white girl from Naperville.
Yeah.
Rich ass Naperville.
Yep.
Some Dave's Hot Chicken. I mean, I believe you, family, but
it's true.
I believe you, because I just like, nigga, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, shit. Nigga, like.
I understand, bro. Like, your mind blown, but bro, I wouldn't say like it's not easy, but it is easy, bro. Like, if you just
I ain't factor whether it's easy or not, nigga. Why?
Like I said, bro, I'm out here, man, just driving, thinking about just whatever all day and shit. I'm, you know, still young and testosterone still up, and you know, get tempted. And it's not like I'm doing this every time I stop. Like, this is probably like a once every quarter of the year thing, or maybe less, you know.
Let me ask you this. Was that the only encounter you had out here in Chicago?
There was one that I was about to link her with, but she was from Indiana, over like by Notre Dame or some shit. But there was a couple I was talking to, but I never actually. Let me think. Hold on. Okay, one in Chicago. Yeah, it was just her.
Any sketchy ones?
There's one sketchy one. I was thinking she was gonna get the cartel on me from Nebraska. This Hispanic girl.
Nebraska.
I was like, yeah, it was a Hispanic girl in Nebraska. In my mind, I'm thinking like, she's gonna set me up with the cartel or something. But she was cool. She's still cool to this day.
So, nigga, you drove here, you parked the truck, you got in her car, went to a behind of an abandoned building, got in the back seat, fuck some scallywag that you don't know. You had a condom on, I hope, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then you got back in your truck and you went on about your midnight.
Yeah, for sure. And also, you know, disclaimer, man, I, you know, go, you know, get tested every time. You know, I'm always, if you check out, you know, stdcheck.com, you can, you know, find locations. You know, like I said, I'm doing a full panel, doing all. I'm not riding dirty and being all type. You know, like I'm finding good quality, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you're gonna be out here doing it, at least be good. You know, you don't want to just. So, I'm good. Like,
shit.
Like, I'm not out here just, you know, being a foul ass nigga. I'm out here just playing it safe, because that's the game. We on Tinder, we on here, just the same people in the city, fucking around. You know, but.
Hell, I mean, no, boy. Nigga, first of all, okay. Listen, bro. Listen. Why you playing with your life like that?
You right.
Why you playing with your life like that? Nigga, you come into all different types of cities. You
Yeah.
a trucker, boy. You a stain. You gotta understand, as a trucker, you a stain. Like
For sure.
OTR truckers are stains. Now, no offense against the OTR guys, but if you make yourself a stain, you a stain.
For sure.
It's people that target truckers, like guys like you that's driving over the road, that's lonely and shit. It's called the P game. And you got some gorilla pimps, you got some straight pimps, and then you got some other guys, right? That's just man.
My bad, Mark. My dispatch manager calling me real quick.
Do your
I'm gonna call you
thing.
back.
Do your thing.
Bet.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It never fails, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you think the stories, like we can always get some good. That man said behind the abandoned building. Jesus Christ, bro. I don't get it, bro. Y'all little young guys. I said I don't use YNs no more. I don't call y'all YNs no more. Y'all gotta get it together, man. Y'all gotta get it together. I would never put myself at risk like that, bro. Never. Lord have mercy. That's what I was finna get to the house. I'm curious to know, like,
Yep.
Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, my bad.
You went to her house one time, right?
Yeah.
What would possess you to go to somebody's house, bro?
Bro, just truthfully, man, just to get some, for the most part. It's not even just that, but
bro, your joint is gonna get you fucked up out here in these streets. Like you gonna let your little feelings, your little horn dog feelings get you fucked up out here in these streets. Bro, don't ever go into nobody's house, bro. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a G with you.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't go to chicks' cribs that I meet just out dating. I don't go to their cribs. And I live here and it's on me. So if you're a traveler as a trucker coming through, meeting someone off of a app, which you don't really know their true intention, you didn't meet them out in public, so you can't really get a good feel for the situation, right? What would possess you to cross the threshold of someone's home who you don't know, that you're just meeting for the first time, and feel confident that once you cross that threshold, you gonna come back across that threshold the same way you went in when you crossed that threshold in the first place? You gonna come out the same way you came in?
I mean, bro, it's it's sad, because it's just based off, being 20 out of 20. Shit. And not saying, that last time could be the last time, but
why you just didn't get a motel? Why you didn't go get a 4-hour motel?
I'm about saving money, bro.
So you rather risk your life for some poo-poo than spend, how much a 4-hour hotel costs nowadays? How much a 4-hour hotel for 4 hours nowadays? Let's say, I don't know. Let's say 100. I don't know. That may be way over. I don't know. Let's say $100.
Okay.
You rather walk into somebody's crib not knowing what to expect, not knowing the lay of the house, how many rooms, how many crawl spaces, how many closets, how many different hiding spaces, not knowing what's on the other side of that threshold.
Right.
Then pay $100 and get, because even with the motel, motherfucker could still have that low on you.
No, you're right.
Motherfucker still have that low. See, you ain't one of them types of guys, I can tell.
Nah, definitely.
You ain't one of them.
And what you mean, as far as defending myself, or as far as the ones that
No, you ain't one of them types of guys. Because if you was one, you wouldn't be doing this shit.
But I mean, it's but you're speaking from a Chicago perspective where you are
Nigga,
always
it's street hood niggas everywhere, bro.
Nah, I get, you know.
I'm speaking from a motherfucker who knows how to move out here in these streets.
Right.
It's hood and street niggas in New York. It's hood and street niggas in Florida, in Georgia, in Minnesota, in Milwaukee, in LA. Right?
Right.
A person who understands how to move out here in these streets ain't doing that shit. I would never fucking go into a motherfucker's crib, a chick's crib that I just met. Because to me, the back door open. I don't know. Motherfucker been sizing me up for whatever. Ain't no situation, ain't no this nigga got it in comparison to this nigga. This motherfucker's out here hungry. Boy, if you got $50, it's still a come up.
That's fact. That's fact.
This motherfucker's out here just drilling just for fun.
I'm glad you're giving me that perspective.
Just for fun. Nigga, they call it a hat. A hat is a hat. The more hats they got, the more credibility they got.
Yeah.
Nigga, innocent hat is still a hat.
Nah, I've been you know, that's definitely been a wrong.
You a trucker, nigga. You got a load. They don't know what's on, but they willing to give it a chance. Whatever on the back of that motherfucker could be sold.
Nah, that's right.
You dig what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Yep.
Hey, this nigga got a load come in. All right, go on over there. You know, this is what we gonna do. Go on ahead. We gotta catch him with his pants down. But this how we want to do, the bed facing that way. So ride that nigga. Ride that nigga. Don't let him fuck you from the back. Ride him so he can be on his back. Cause then he gonna have to take, by the time he get boom, we gonna come in, we gonna put it on him. And then shit, he gonna lower that.
That's some movie shit, man. But that's
It ain't no movie shit, boy. This is real life.
That's real life. I was just gonna say that.
This ain't no movie shit. This is real life.
My man, I just, like I said, I used to do camera shit, so I'm always thinking from a movie perspective. But you know,
nigga, where the keys at? Where the keys at? Where the truck at? Man, get in the back seat. Throw your ass in the trunk. Drive the truck. Unload the bitch. If you lucky, nigga, drop that nigga off in the woods somewhere. Let him figure it out. Take his phone. By the time you get to town or something, you call and dispatch, yo, I got robbed. They took the truck. If they nice and let you live.
Nah, I needed this, man.
Fuck you going in the motherfucking crib for now. Listen, I don't suggest you do none of it. But if you gonna do it, like the last thing you do is come into a town, especially a town like Chicago, meeting some motherfucker online, knowing you a trucker, right? They knowing you a trucker, and then going into their home. Nigga, motherfucker been playing on you the whole time. It could have been 3 months, 2-3 months since you came back to Chicago. Motherfucker playing on you the whole time.
No, I definitely needed that, man, because it's been real. I wouldn't say difficult, but at the same time, man, whenever you're just out here grinding, man, like I said, I got 2 more years to just, save as much as I can. But it's like we all have something where it's just like, man, I wouldn't say gotta go do it like a fiend or nothing, but urges, and it kind of clouds my judgment. And
So
I've been lucky.
Urge to bust a nut in a stranger's. We gonna keep it a G. The funky bitch. Like, it's a funky bitch. Nigga, you gonna risk your life. It's that the urge is that bad that you gonna put your life in jeopardy. See, I gotta talk to y'all like I gotta keep it. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a G with you. You don't risk your life for a funky bitch. You don't even know her. You gonna put your life in jeopardy. That urge is to the point where nigga is worth risking your life, boy. I thought you had these big dreams and aspirations.
I definitely do, but
nigga, you ain't gonna never get to them because this niggas out here that ain't got shit to live for.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I could tell you some stories.
That's for sure.
For real. So
and I would love, to operate through this world in a perfect way, but it's just I still got a lot of. All right, so Martin, let's go through this scenario, man. I'm truck driving 2 years straight, going hard. How do I? What can I do? Give me some things that you would do if you were an OTR truck driver and you're going to do 2 years.
You really want to have a conversation, bro? As a 25-year-old nigga, your testosterone is up there. I get it.
Yeah.
But that don't mean, nigga, put yourself in a life or death situation.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? I don't mean put yourself in a life or death situation. I don't think it go to niggas. Yeah, you got a little chick you deal with back at the crib?
Nah, I ain't really been messing with none from Dallas.
Man,
I got.
Huh?
What's up? I think I got one that I could possibly hit up and we could really reconnect.
Start you a relationship with some chick back in the crib and then fly her out to the truck and let her go over the road with you for a week or two. I don't listen. As far as that's, I don't know. But there's other things that you could do than put your life at risk. Now, use your imagination. You see what I'm saying? Listen, use your imagination. I'm not going to go with specifics. You dig what I'm saying?
No,
but before I go walk across the threshold of a chick crib who I don't know this motherfucker. First of all, I'm not finna be on this motherfucker anyway to even get to that point. But the last thing I'm gonna do is walk into a crib of a motherfucker I don't know. That knows I'm a trucker, that knows I'm passing through because I done had this pen pal online relationship, and without me looking at the whole the thread of y'all conversation with the conversation that I'm having with you right now, I know that you really ain't. So you probably done divulge all your business. You probably done talk too much. Motherfucker know you a trucker. Motherfucker know you lonely, this, that, and the third, and just weighing on that shit. And when you walk in here, you finna get some poo-poo, you already your guard down because you there in the first place. And then that's it. That's the last we heard of Buddy ass.
I appreciate that perspective, man.
Go do something else, nigga. Go do something.
Nah, you right, but I can't be out here, acting like a goofy, man. You might as well use that goofy emo. I think I need that.
Now, I ain't never been in your situation, so I don't really know. I could imagine what it just being over the road all that time and shit like that. 25, high T count, high testosterone count, but that don't mean nigga do what you doing. Hell no.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because a lot of times when you talk to people, man, I feel like, we all have this thing in our head where we think, oh, it's not so bad. But when you put it into perspective, you're like, damn, man, that shit is.
I'm the OG, bro. I'm the OG. And I can tell, you ain't really, you ain't really been out here like that. You grew up in the suburbs or something?
Yeah, you could say the suburbs.
Yeah, I could tell you ain't really been around,
Nah, but
certain environments. Cause so like
nah,
some of the things that
don't get it twisted though. Don't get it twisted. It ain't the suburbs where I'm just living lavish in a mansion.
you ain't stomped through these streets, bro.
Nah, you right.
So it's clear, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta understand that it's wolves out here. Right? And it's people out here that, like, bro, you can't do that shit. Like that shit. Don't do that shit no more, bro.
All right, man.
Figure something else out, nigga. Go get you a. You go get you a toy or something, man. I don't know. Go get you a toy or something, man. Figure it out.
I'll just say fuck it, semen retention.
Hey, go to Lover's Lane or something, man. Go get you a toy or something, man. I don't know.
Hey, I got 2 more years, man, to just stack up and get out. Bro. I really don't like it. I mean, I like it because I'm comfortable, but I want to be around. I want to move some shit. I want to be able to not just sit and think all day, to where I can just move my body and know that I can just be in a flow state, which is why I'm just trying to get out of trucking as quick as possible, because you ain't got nothing but time to think. And when I'm sitting, I'm like, damn, let me go ahead and see what shorties around the area. And then that's when I get caught up with some bullshit. So it's like,
you got time to think, nigga. Think about something that's more profitable. See, that goes back to the MOB. Y'all niggas ain't MOB. You still BOM. That's a BOM. What are you talking about? MOB.
Nah, bro. Like, bro, if I'm out here on the road 3-4 months at a time, bro, getting to it, and I make one quick stop and drop like $150 on, whatever it takes to just go see a, chick or whatever, then
Bro, if you going to see a little broad, and you got a little broad that you fucking with, you know what I'm saying? But bro, you telling me you pulling up, just met the broad and going to the broad house, bro. That's a no. I don't give a fuck. Listen. Stop listening to these you a middle American too, but a lot of these middle American trucker guys you a middle American. You ain't no one of them guys. You ain't one of the guys. Because if you was one of the guys, we would not be having this conversation. You are a middle American. You got to accept. Listen, you got to accept it. You got to accept it.
I got to take that hat.
You got to take that. You ain't one of the guys. It's okay though. It's okay. It's all right.
Damn, bro. Damn.
You a middle American. It's okay. It's not a bad. Listen, middle American ain't but that you just that.
Nah.
You dig what I'm saying? I can't help that. That's between you, your mom, and your daddy, and how they raised you and where they raised you, and it could be a good thing. But as it pertains to the shit we talk about, that other thing, you ain't got that in you, pimp. You ain't got that in you.
Damn, bro. So, all right. So, does that translate towards business? Or is that
a good business person? You may not be. Okay. You may not. That doesn't. You can have a strong business acumen. You know what I'm saying? But as it pertains to this shit right here, bro, like you ain't got the sense that the good Lord gave you.
Well, I mean, for the most part, He gave me you, so it's good.
Bro, listen. For now. But like I ain't gonna be like, I'm not saying I'm gonna be here every night. I mean, something gonna happen to me, bro. But like, like I'm not finna do this thing forever. You know what I'm saying? Like you see, it's not as frequent as it once was.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying when the winter time comes, when it's cold outside and I'm in the house more, not moving around as much, I could probably do more, but so, but you got to be able to make wise decisions. Like that goes back to when I say middle American, like one of them guys would never do no shit like that.
Okay.
We not putting ourselves in that situation. I'm not walking in that door. You crazy? I don't know what's on the other side of that.
Okay.
I put myself in, nigga, I love me. I love me. I love me. You dig what I'm saying? This little 15, 20 minutes and that little that shit is not more than me, nigga, in my whole life and the rest of my life that I could live, bro. That shit just a feeling. I can go get that feeling the next day, later, in a safer environment with a safer person, a safer situation, bro. My life is more important, bro. I'm not never finna put myself, I'm not never crossing no threshold.
I feel you, man.
What are you talking about, boy? Nigga, I don't do that shit now.
That's solid, man. That's solid. And, you know, I really appreciate you, you know, for just putting things in perspective and just checking me, because I'm out here just not giving a fuck with no guidance. And not saying I'm just out here just going to be, you know, and I need guidance for every single thing, because I know, you know, that I'm, you know, strong-minded in certain areas. It just, I kind of just feel weak to just fucking stand fuck it. You know, I'm out here, you know, and I just, you know, just being done with it. So, yeah, bro. You know, I hate that it had to go that way, man. I don't know how we got there, but for the most part, I was really hoping.
We got there, bro. We having a conversation. Did you get some value from the conversation?
Yeah, hell yeah, I did.
It's what it is, because nigga, your ass was gonna keep putting your life in jeopardy. Stop listening.
You right.
And then that's what I was saying. Like these middle American truck old guys, like bro, stop listening to them, boy. They're gonna have your ass fucked up out here, boy.
No, you right. You right.
They let them, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like,
nah,
man, bro, like
I really needed that reality check, you know.
Like tweaking,
yeah.
bro. Like, you
yeah.
Hell no. Yeah, man, I don't do that shit no more, bro.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Just going on, you know, like you said, find something different, man, and just really try to, you know, be strictly MOB, man. Whatever I can find, investment videos, stocks, real estate, anything, just to keep my mind on the money. And speaking of that, man, would it be good to get in, like, start my health insurance policy and just drop $150 in there every month, or?
You don't got health insurance? Thought you was a company driver. Who you drive for?
Well, yeah, okay, I got the health insurance under them, but, you know, there's a other side to it where you can, like, you know, have your own. You talk to somebody and you put, like, $150 in it, or is that life insurance or something? I think
you
that's
might be talking about life insurance, bro. Like,
yeah, okay, life insurance.
Yeah,
would you
life insurance policy for sure, especially with the shit you doing, nigga. You fucking risking your life. Fucking around with these scallywags, goddamn it! Yeah, get you a goddamn life insurance policy. So just in case you come back to Chicago or you walk in a motherfucking crib and something happened to your ass, they could have a proper burial. They don't have to put up a goddamn GoFundMe for your ass.
All right, but also with that life insurance, I think my dad was telling me that in 10 years or whatever time it is, I can go to them and say, hey, I want to take out $350,000.
Oh,
is that possible?
Lord have mercy. Here we go with the nigga shit. Here we go. We was on there. Oh, God damn.
That's what my dad. That's
Lord
what my dad was telling me. That's what my dad was telling me. So I'm just trying to see. That's what my dad was telling me. So for the most part, I'm just wondering. Don't do that, because you just said it's nigga shit. So just leave it alone. Put $150 in every month, and that's it. Basically, based off your response.
Nigga, life insurance. One day you're gonna die.
Right.
Do you want to be like these motherfuckers on the internet with GoFundMes, or you want to be cool and just die and motherfucker come to your funeral and then motherfuckers be like, damn, he didn't even do a GoFundMe.
Just chilling. Just want to chill.
And you got maybe, you know, depending on your life insurance policy, maybe it's a few dollars left over, you know, for your kids if you got some kids.
Okay.
Like all this, get the life insurance and pull the money from it. And like, I don't know what that is, bro. But I would never do it. You know why? Because nigga, when I die, nigga, you're not gonna see a help Barry Mark. You're never gonna see that. I promise you that. You're not gonna see it.
Follow.
You die, there's a policy in place that's gonna bury your punk ass. You go have a service, you go the casket, the plot. If you ain't getting cremated, and if you got some kids, and depending on your policy, if it's some money left over, they get what's left over.
Okay.
All this shit that these people talk about, I don't know nothing about that because I ain't never did it, nor would I do it.
Okay.
Because I know one day I'm gonna die, and I don't want to be the nigga like the buddy asked a few months ago. They did all this shit for fucking prom, fucking jets and shit flying, and all this shit they spent. They didn't have a fucking GoFundMe for that. But then when he got killed at the gas station, it's GoFundMe. But the jets, you had the jets 2 days ago. All right, so the life insurance is for to bury you. And if there's some money left over, then your kids inherit it or somebody inherited it. All this, take the life insurance and pull it out and take the 350 and flip the 350. And I don't know about that shit. But I would never do it. Be personal.
No, I appreciate those extra details.
But listen to your dad. I don't know. Listen, I'm not coming between you and your father now. I don't want them problems.
Nah, it's definitely not. For the most part, I'm listening to both, but for the most part, I know you have more expertise in just knowing about.
I'm telling you what, Big Mark, and people that know Big Mark, people that I know, like in my in real life, in my inner circle. First of all, getting motherfucker to get in a life insurance policy in black communities is a feat within itself. Like clearly with all these goddamn GoFundMes, right? But then paying the bill monthly, in preparation for, when you transition. Yeah, I if a person that was in my understanding came to me with this bullshit, I would tell them the same thing. Leave that shit where it's at. I don't know if you could do it or not because I never looked into it. But if you can, I would tell them no, leave that shit where it's at. Figure something else out.
Yeah,
we don't want to be doing no GoFundMes, bro.
No, I definitely don't, man.
I don't promote the GoFundMes for the burials. I'm not with it. I ain't with it.
Yeah, it's good that I'm learning these things. Just to, at least know that, because like I said, when my dad was telling me, like I never asked him about health insurance. He said health insurance, and then all he gave me as far as details was, in 10 years you can take out this money. And so I'm like, oh, okay,
why would you take it out? So if you take it out and you die the following year, then what?
I'm cooked.
So,
and I get it. It just.
What do your kids have? First of all, if you got $350 to take out, that's a decent life insurance policy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to go for the best one, and since I'm out here, I might as well just invest into some stuff. And even I have no clue about stocks and investments and brokerages, but it's something I'm definitely interested in, just to let my money grow. And do you have anything on your Discord as far as helping with that?
Well, we talk about money and we talk about different investments and shit.
Okay.
Well,
I guess I'll go. I'm on your Discord now. I'm not on the top level one. I'm just paying the basics. So
$3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So all you get is access. So you got $3. So you could pay $3 because only $3 only thing you which is good. You can go into the different channels and in the different threads and the different channels and read and type shit, but like you don't got access to the chat. Like you will never hear me talk. Yeah, you're not getting that for $3.
That's really a wall. All right.
So that's just like an entry level, you know what I'm saying? But that's cool. You can see the general the chats, and you can communicate back and forth in the general chats, the box truck chat, moving, cargo van gigs. I don't think you got
Yeah.
access to the stock or the crypto or nothing like that. But the general chat, all those chats, you can, conjugate and communicate and talk
Yeah.
back and forth, post and read and shit like that. But the general chat rooms and shit like that, you ain't got access to that.
Okay. I mean, I'll see what's up. For the most part, it's definitely something interesting.
You cheap as far as the information, but you ain't cheap as it pertains to the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You gonna pay for that poo-poo, ain't you? You gonna pay for that poo-poo.
Man, if
But
I'm
when
20
it come
for
to that
20,
money, though, when it come to that bag, though, you was a $3 ass nigga.
why are you trying to entice me to pay right now? I know you trying to do. I know you a good salesman.
You ain't gotta pay nothing. When have you ever heard me say, "Hey, y'all, come into the Discord, pay to the Discord"? Nigga, I'm not. You ain't never seen me ask for nothing. But
it's the way you making it flow, though. You ain't gotta say it, but
it's just what it is, pimp. It ain't making it flow like nothing. It's what it is, nigga. You pay for that poo-poo. But then when it come to that bread, nigga, you say I'm an entry level ass nigga. You also said, nigga, I need a break. But then you say, yo, then I need to be known. They need to know it's me. So then when I listen to everything you said and I formulate my opinion, the money ain't the priority. Everything else.
All right. I wish I articulated my words a lot better, because for the most part,
you articulated them really, really well. The conversation is flowing, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I'm sorry, but you irking me with that break.
I'm irking you? Why?
Because, bro.
Because what?
I don't know. I just hate when my work ethic just is disrespected, and it just make me, But never mind, bro. I can't. My bad, bro.
No, say what you want to say, nigga. Say what you want to say.
Nah, I'm not the best whenever I, just start getting, start feeling something, like.
See, that's the problem. There you go. There you go. I knew it. I was just waiting for you to say it. There you go. Get them feelings about the equation, sir. We ain't drawing off of that. Get them feelings about it. See, them feelings is what you're going to get your shit knocked back. Them feelings, that's the same. It's feelings that nigga that took you to that door and you crossed that threshold. Get your shit pushed back. That's feelings. So nigga, with some words that's coming out my mouth that nigga that ain't doing really nothing to hurt you. Everything I said was to help you. You shouldn't feel no way. Nigga, I just told you what it was. Listen to what you saying, your priorities. These are your priorities. The reason why you feel a certain type of way, because it's the truth. If it wasn't the truth, you wouldn't feel the type of way. The reason why you feel that way is because you know it's right and you want to fix it. But in your mind, you keep saying, but Mark, the urge. Man, I'm 25, but Mark, it's excuses, nigga. It all start right here. Everything, all them urges is controlled right up here. Do I go fuck with this raggedy ass bitch that I met on fucking wherever the fuck you met her at and put myself in this life or death situation where I don't know this motherfucker and go to their house of a motherfucker I don't know and go into their house not knowing what's on the other side of the door? That's an urge. You know what can control that urge? To say, nah, nigga, sit your punk ass in that truck at that truck stop, nigga, and live to see another day and take your ass up the road. Is this right here saying, nah, don't go do that goofy ass shit.
Nice. That's facts, bro.
So at the end of the day, feelings ain't got nothing to do with it. It's up here.
Nah, that's facts.
Your feelings shouldn't be making decisions for you. Your brain should be making decisions for you.
That's facts. Yeah, that's why I really struggle with, back in college and hooping days, just, letting people get to me where I just, get knocked off my square there.
That's the problem. You getting knocked off your square. You allowing yourself to get knocked off your square. You always supposed to be on your square. So when you say this shit irk you, nigga, like get strengthen your mind control. It all start right here. Everything you do is because a signal came from up here that said do it or don't do it. If you go do some goofy shit, that means this is weak. You need to focus and work on this up here.
And what are some things to work on my mental?
Discipline.
Okay.
used to shoot dice. I used to play blackjack. I used to gamble big time. When I started my company, I didn't gamble like that no more. Why? Because I knew it was days where I won, it was days when I lost, it was days where I won big, it was days when I lost big. And I knew once I was making money, I saw money, I'm making more money than I've ever made ever before, which means that I could lose more than I've ever lost before because I got more to play with. But I also got people that I'm responsible for. And I'm also building something. And I also don't want to fall into the stigmatism of failure.
For sure.
So it's easy for me to just stop. I'm a very, very disciplined person. Anybody that knows me will tell you, once I commit myself to something, I'm gonna see it through. Whether it's my health journey, whether it's business, even relationships. If I get into a relationship with a female, I'm in it. I'm committed to it. If a friendship, right? Because I don't make new friends, right? If I meet you in passing, we formulate some type of like acquaintance where we communicate for whatever reason, business or whatever. Nigga, that's as far as it's gonna get at this point in my life. You motherfucker, you'll never be my friend. And that's just, I'm just a nigga to keep it a buck with you. I'm like, nigga, my friends are 20 plus years. Right? So what's that noise, bro? You should make me lose my train of thought.
Oh, it's the air conditioner.
What was I saying, bro? I lost my train of thought.
You basically saying, guys for 20 plus years.
Yeah, so I don't like I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, bro. I lost my train for that noise.
Let me turn it down.
Huh?
I turned it down. Can you hear it now?
No, I don't hear it, but that shit threw me off for a second. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about.
My bad, dog.
Yeah, but yeah, your brain, bro, is where it makes all your decisions. When I say what I was saying was I'm dedicated to everything, bro. I'm gonna give it my all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, if I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm on a health journey, I'm working out, I'm not bullshit. I'm doing this shit every day. Every fucking morning I get up. Ty calls me all the time in the morning. Normally calls me 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm jogging 3 miles every day. Then I go do weight training in the evening. So twice a day. I'm dedicated.
For sure. Yeah, man,
when I was doing this shit, I was dedicated. When I was really doing it, building it up, I was dedicated. I'm not dedicated to it so much, but when I was dedicated, I was dedicated. It's enough information for a person to come in and be able to educate themselves as it pertains to this industry for my channel. The information is there. Right? So if it's something that's going on, and I know, I should be probably doing this, other than that, I can say no to that, even though this may be tempting or this may be more fun. I'm gonna do that. If I'm working towards a goal and I'm trying to budget and someone says, well, we're gonna go here or there, but I know I'm working towards something or I'm building something or I'm investing in something, well then, even though I got it, no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna stay the course in what I got going on over here.
So
I'm not gonna walk in the door of a motherfucker I just met or don't know. Even if I meet the motherfucker out in public, we having some type of conversation. We go out on a date, that first day, and then she invite me back to the crib. Hell no, you can come back to my crib. I feel more confident with you coming back and you got in the drop and letting motherfuckers know, oh, he live over there. Man, because I know how to move.
For sure.
Nigga, I don't drive straight to the crib. Nigga, I'm always in my mirrors. That's just from the environment in which I come from. I'm always checking. I don't drive straight home. I might circle the block. I might come a different way. You not gonna walk past me without me turning around to see if you done made a circle to come up behind me. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. I feel more comfortable bringing the broad here than me going over there because I know walking in my threshold, I'm safe. And okay, out, you put a motherfucker on the nigga. All right, bet it is what it is. But just understand that it's gonna get ugly. I can't control that situation. You see what I'm saying? So it all goes back to, decisions. But these decisions are made up here.
No, that's for sure, man. Yeah, I'm definitely I wouldn't say I'm trying hard enough. I want to say I'm trying, but I ain't trying hard.
Man. Stop making goofy ass decisions.
Yeah, bro. I definitely learned a lot, man. For the most part on the business part and on the life part, the life part, is really what's going to keep the business going. So, I appreciate you, for checking me and, just being an OG, man. And I'm glad I came to you because I knew you was going to be on this type of time, but I said, fuck it, bro. I gotta show my weakness in order for,
I'm not on no time, bro. I'm not on no time. Everything that I told you is real. I didn't tell you nothing. When I come on here, I'm not saying, yo, I'm finna come over here on some time. Nah, because I don't know who's going to call and what the situation is going to be. I don't know how serious it's going to be, how mild it may be. Like, I would have never forecasted what you presented. I would have never forecasted that. So I don't have a timing that I'm on in preparation for what I don't know. I'm just telling you what it is. Like, if you was my son, I would have went worse on you. Why? You know why I would have went worse? Because if you was my son, you wouldn't have been raised. You would have been raised a certain say. I don't know how you was raised. So the reason why I'm saying if you was my son, I would have went worse on you if you would have told me that goofy shit, because you would have known better. See, I can't say you know better because I don't know how you was raised.
All right.
So that's why I'm telling you, if you was my son, I would have went 10 times harder because, nigga, you was raised a certain time. You know better than that shit.
Yeah, I was, I guess a little somewhat backstory. I was, kind of always in random people's houses growing up. So it's kind of just always been like I didn't give a fuck, because.
Yeah, and see, we wasn't raised like that. We couldn't just go in random people's houses.
Yeah, so that's.
We knew, mama knew whose house we was playing video games at. If we was down the street at Gary, if I was down the street at Gary's house playing video games, or if I was over on Colfax at my homie Greg's house playing video games, you know what I'm saying? She knew.
Yeah.
So, if I was, at the park playing basketball, she knew I was at the park playing basketball, and she knew who I was up there with. You dig what I'm saying? But I wasn't in some random motherfucker who I just met in passing who just moved on the block in their crib. Nah, it didn't work like that back in the day. And, this is with less technology. There was no, shorties, we didn't have beepers and cell phone. We shorties, right?
Yeah.
So it was, nigga, have your ass on the porch when the street lights come on. You probably heard that saying, but that saying back then was real. So our parents weren't privy to, all right, let me call Mark and tell him it's time to come home. Yo, I'm going to be down at Gary's house playing video games. I'm going to be over on Colfax at Greg's house, and we going to be, I used to go over to Colfax to Greg's house, but then Lil T lived 4 doors down. He had the hoop in his backyard. Mama just knew I was over at Greg's. She didn't know once I got to Greg's, we was 4 doors down at Lil T house playing basketball. These is true people, true names, true stories. You dig?
Yeah.
So, but if mama was looking for me for an emergency, she knew to go to Greg's house. And then Greg's mama would be like, they down at T's house. It was no phone. So there was no random places that the parents knew where you were without the technology that's present today.
Right.
We not going into, nigga, we had John Wayne Gacy and shit. That nigga was chopping niggas up. Chopping kids up. Homie the Clown. Nigga, all that shit, motherfuckers running around this bitch with a Homie the Clown. Shit, as when I was a kid. Nigga, we not going in people's houses that we don't know. Is you crazy? Hey, yeah, come on, I got a lollipop. Come down to the basement. What's your goofy ass on? So what? I'm not coming down there, nigga. You got a clown with a fucking lollipop, nigga. I'm not coming into your basement, nigga. You never gonna be found again.
Shit, sadly, man,
We wasn't goofy like that coming up.
I mean, bro, but at the end of the day, that was my reality where, strangers, I was more comfortable with strangers than my own family.
So that goes back to, that's why I say, nigga, if you was my son, I would have went hard on you because you would have known better because you would have been raised. That's why I say I don't know how you was raised.
Yeah.
Then that's not a knock to your parents or how they parented. I'm just telling you how I was raised, and if you was my son, I would have went hard on you because you would have known better because you would have been raised to know better.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna raise you the way I was raised. We don't know you. Don't go in nobody's house. Don't let nobody lure you nowhere.
Yeah. And that's where I had problems with, because my parents, I always grew up with them being separate, but, it was never that discipline to say, hey, let me know where you at. I always lived with my mom, so I was always going to random houses, going to my AAU coach houses, and he was kind of more of a dad to my real dad, and it was just kind of like a lot of just whatever, I just didn't give a fuck, and I was always with random people, and I just kind of stuck with me. So
yeah, but you got to change that shit, pimp.
Yeah. Yeah.
You by the grace of God, everything was on the up and up, but times is getting fucked up out here. Motherfuckers are setting people up.
Yeah.
So, you can't be out here making bad decisions because making decisions based on how you feel and this lust and all these feelings and shit, bro. I hear you. I was 25 once, so I understand. But, bro, nah.
That's what's up.
I can't honor that, man.
Nah, hey, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I needed, that talking. For the most part, it's really just thinking of different things, bro, and really just knowing that that's not an option. No matter what I think of, I know that's not going to be at the forefront. So
yeah. So focus
on
on your discipline. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, it's just one of them conversations where it's like, damn, I'm, shit, you sharp with the words and the lessons, and then again, you ain't went too hard. You only, gave me like damn near 5% of what you really could do.
I didn't go hard at all, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But still, it's like, it's more of a me thing where it's like, I'm beating myself up because it's like, fuck, bro. I just been out here doing dumb shit and not really been on my P's and Q's, and I just been lucky to just, make it out and do all that. But chilling, bro. For the most part, time will tell. I'm definitely going to just keep doing my thing, stacking my money, and hopefully have this truck so, I can be up in just have a truck, and just be up and just pass the game along like you down the road. So, but
yeah, man, just
process, man. Process. Shit, but hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep, man. I gotta go ahead and do my thing as far as work, and I appreciate you just being able to be available, for people to come up and just get some knowledge, life knowledge and business knowledge. So,
it's all good.
Yeah. But any other thing you gotta say, man, as far as just me in general? Because I mean, it's a lot, but I'm always open to more criticism if you got anything.
I got nothing to say. I'm just responding to the shit that you were saying.
Okay.
Unless you got something to say, then I'm pretty much said what I need to say.
I'm looking at my notes right now as far as questions to ask you. So, I'm good, man. I'm good. So, I appreciate you though, man.
Likewise, man. Be safe out here, man, and be careful.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, and thank you, man. And you have a great day.
All right, man. You too.
All right.
All right, man. The 470 number, man, is the last call, and I'm done. That was enough for me, bro. It was enough for me.
Hello.
Yeah, man. Calling you back. What up?
Okay,
Hey, man. Who is this?
that's me. That's Gregory.
You playing on my phone?
I just call you.
Hey, man, is you playing on my phone?
Huh?
Is you playing on my phone?
Yes.
Why?
I mean,
Why are you playing on my
because
phone, man?
I just play.
Where you?
Because
Why
I
are you
just
playing?
call
Hey,
you.
man, why are you playing on my phone, dude?
I just play in your phone.
Why is you playing on my phone?
The reason why just playing on the phone is because I just play in your phone. I'll call you back. I'll call you back.
Hey, man, hang up.
Sir.
Hey, man, hang up.
Huh?
Hang up. That's how you do them. This how you do them. See how I be doing them? They can't fuck with me. I be doing them dirty. I be doing them dirty. Nah, he turned autistic. Cause he thought he was going, they thought they was gonna play. Nah, I already see it. Listen, I see it a mile away. The thing is with them, and I noticed is they never really dealt with a nigga like me before. So what happens is they're used to, because these niggas is really wimps in real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here. And then they come to the internet and they have a little bit of success bullying motherfuckers. They become what they are the victim of in real life. You see what I'm saying? And for the most part, they have success on the internet. And then, you know, came across me. And it's just hard. And then they tense up. See, Pippi, that sounded autistic, but what that was fear, Pippi. It turned him autistic around this motherfucker. That fear, because I said, yo, man, why you playing on my phone? That wasn't the type of response a motherfucker expected. Like, damn. So a motherfucker got scared and started to sound autistic. Man, hang up. Hung up. Stop playing on my phone. You can't even get out your troll, nigga. You scared. The fear of God came in that motherfucker. Put the fear of God in them. It's like I was in the room with the motherfucker. This motherfucker is middle America somewhere. That fear in his heart. Hey, man, don't call my motherfucking phone no more, dude. Don't call my motherfucking phone no more. You call my phone again, I'm telling you. Listen to me. Listen to me. You call my phone again. If you call my phone again, I'm telling you, it's not gonna go your way. I'm telling you, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, just stop. It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. It's gonna go the other way. Y'all saying he autistic? Nah, bro. I think I made him autistic. I think I scared him to be autistic. That motherfucker, he said, that first hello wasn't like that second one. When that first hello it seemed normal to me. But then when I said, man, why you playing on my motherfucker phone? Then he turned autistic, I think. Y'all think he was autistic already? If y'all think he was autistic already, then I'm going to let y'all have it. I don't think he was. I think he flipped autistic. Don't you know, motherfucker, put the fear of God in you, then you start acting handicapped and shit like that because you want motherfucker to fuck with you? I think that's what happened. But if y'all say he was autistic, then I'm going to go with what y'all said. He was autistic. I bet. And we don't want to, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to, you know, we don't want to, you know, we don't do that. So we're going to leave that one alone for right now. We're going to leave that one alone. All right. All righty then. He fried. No. Yeah, we're going to leave him alone, man. Oh, man. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all said autistic people can't respond the way he did. That's what I'm thinking. That was a fake call. Yeah, I think it was a fake call. I just, you know, before he could play the games, these middle American like troll guys on the internet, they really don't. When they face with like somebody that can really do it, they don't know how to respond. See, he couldn't do it because I didn't give him the opportunity. I jumped in front of it and he realized that it wasn't gonna go his way. I keep telling these people, and I don't know, like you have enough case studies as it pertains to me, like this, like that back and forth shit. I've been doing this shit. I keep telling y'all my resume. Kindergarten. I went to kindergarten in 1985. Kindergarten got real. As soon as I went to kindergarten, I think the first nigga said, nigga, your mama. Your mama. See, this is back when your mama was the nigga, your mama. That's all motherfucker had to say back in the day. Your mama. What, my mama? That was the worst thing you could tell a motherfucker. That's like calling a grown man a bitch today. Nigga, I've been talking, nigga, cutting niggas up since 1985. So if you think you finna come over here and do what the internet calls a troll, nigga, you not finna never beat me. And I got 41 years of experience of that shit. Not only do I got 41 years of experience in that shit, nigga, you a middle American. You don't know what a real cut up is. You are a middle American. You ain't never had to really get down and signify with a city nigga. You gonna never win against me. Never. You better go find you. They better go get them a good city nigga to go back and forth against me. If you ain't got one, which we know they don't have one because they ain't got them because they middle Americans, then just go find, like, go play with them people that y'all used to playing with that's like y'all, and then y'all can win over there. Like, you're never gonna beat me, ever, in anything. Man froze up. The man froze up. Nigga, get it out. Get the troll out. Get it out. I want you to get it out. The last 2-3 episodes, you tried to get it out. You can't get it out. Why? You freeze up. Every time you call, you freeze. Stop freezing. If you scared, nigga, get out the kitchen. Go play where it's safe at. Let me see something. I'm pretty sure there's some good old middle Americans that's live right now that you can go troll and they'll probably start crying and they ain't gonna know what to do. But over here, I'm not one of them. I don't know. It's probably some white guy in North Dakota that's got 10 people watching him. And he's live and he's doing push-ups or something. I don't know. And he's looking for friends and you could go over there and pick on him. He's probably going to start crying or something. I don't know, bro. Not over here. Uh, yeah. All right. I think we're gonna wind down, man. Shout out to everybody that watched. Shout out to the young man. I forgot his name, bro. If you watching, man, appreciate you for calling. Appreciate you for being, forthcoming and being open as it pertains to, the information, your situation, so that we could really have the conversation, so that you can get the information that you need to be better. So appreciate you for being open. Other than that, unless anybody got anything else to talk about, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. Shout out to Roderick Davis, said that boy's playing a very dangerous game, going to their crib, cheaper than a hotel, but way more risky. Definitely way more risky. He ain't been through enough life lessons. That's all. Gotta have a sixth sense for sure. She said, I told that boy to get a flush. Hey, man, you gotta do something. That's gonna be safer than him walking in that door and never walking back out that door, man. Told that boy to go get a toy. Yeah, I sure did. Oh, shit. George, you say you kind of want to call, man? You scared? Listen, bro, I got 30 minutes and I got to be gone, bro. But if you going to call, you better call. If not, nigga, I'm gone. If not, I'm gone. Straight up. You going to call, you better call. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to call, and then I'm out. Giving George 2 minutes to decide if he's going to call or not. Yeah, we out. Skedaddle. George, you got a minute if you want to call. Don't look like George gonna call. George, you got 20 seconds. I don't think George got the nerve yet. I don't think he got the nerve. Oh, 5 seconds. Yo.
Hello?
What up?
What's up, Mark?
What up? Who this?
What's up, bro? It's George. I was in your chat.
What's going on?
What's up, bro? Yo, real quick, though, I do want to say, we the people appreciate all the hard work you be doing to make sure people doing the right stuff.
Appreciate it.
So I do want to show some love real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
But I know you got like a half hour. You say you got to run out soon. I want to make this quick because it's kind of like a niche thing. I got a Ford Transit 250. It's 2023 high roof extended, and I was when I started to get the van, I was starting to do DoorDash for restaurants, right? But I was DoorDashing groceries to the restaurants from Restaurant Depot. So when I first got the van, I had already had a couple private contacts from the restaurant owners that I dealt with personally that I would do their shopping for them. Then when I got the van, I always wanted to do start with working the low board and trying to get some 3PLs and all that. But I started trying to do these grocery runs for the Restaurant Depot for the restaurant owners in this van. I know it's I don't know if you could really I don't know if there's ain't much to talk about with it, but that's just something I was doing for the time being, right? And it's like I wanted to get the van to work to start, doing pallet delivery. But I ended up doing the Restaurant Depot to the owners. You know what I mean? It's like a niche kind of thing. That's why it's hard to really talk about it. That's why I said I kind of want to call, but I don't know if I should because it's kind of something different.
So, what you want to talk about? Like this?
Yeah, I feel you, bro. My bad. I know it sounds crazy. I'm just trying to think. So, let's say I didn't want to do the Restaurant Depot thing anymore. Now that I got the van, you think I know I need commercial insurance through Log. I saw you promoting Log Rock. So would I get a quote from Log Rock and try to start maybe with the low board or something, or just asking your opinion?
You want me to tell you what to do with your van?
Yeah, you're right. I guess I'm just calling and bullshitting, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta
looking for validation, like one of them.
You gotta figure some shit out. That's what it sounds like you need to do first. You need to figure out what you want to do. I can't tell you what to do with your shit.
Respectfully, I get that. Yeah, no, because I am on the fence. So you're right. I do got to figure out if I want to take that right or bang that left. So yeah, now you're right. I ain't gonna waste too much of your time. I know you only got a half hour left, so I'll call back when I get my shit figured out.
10-4.
I appreciate you, Mark.
All right, bet.
I bet.
All right. That's it for the calls. Phone line is off until the next time around. All right, y'all. It was been fun. Hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Today is the 31st, Tomorrow's the 1st. All my moving guys, man, just get money time. Get money. I see. Like I might have to do a show on. It seemed like the issue now is, or maybe this has been an issue. It sounds like the Brisnalls is an issue with y'all. Y'all some tricks. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all some little tricks. Y'all, and that's probably why y'all really ain't got nothing. That's probably why you ain't got nothing. You dig what I'm saying? But here's the thing. It's MOB. It's MOB. Listen. And I'm gonna keep it a G-ball with you. If your chick is really down, she gonna tell you it's MOB. She gonna tell you to go out and get it. Y'all gotta stop. Like, y'all priorities, y'all young guys, because there's only been young guys that's calling with this, but this seems to be the new thing. Like, and I appreciate you guys being candid and open, but man, y'all is some suckers. Y'all some suckers. Get that shit together, man. Until next time, I'm out.